Took out the LA Clippers 126-121. Steph had 35, but it was Draymond's defense that won the game. In the other play-in, the Philadelphia 76ers punched their ticket to the postseason with a win over Orlando, making Philly the 7th seed, and they'll take on the Celtics Sunday at noon. Now, the Magic have one more chance to redeem themselves. They'll take on the Hornets tonight at 6:30, with the winner headed to Detroit to take on the 8th seed Pistons on Sunday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, Small Friday, as we like to call it around these parts.
Yes, sir. Got a little quiver down there. I got a story. Vic and I were talking. I got a story to tell you.
I'm your old pal, AJ, the man with the story here. That is Mr. Rob Thompson.
Didn't realize the mic was on. Good morning, sir.
Good
morning, sir.
morning, Robert. And on the other side of the glass, our good friend, Victor Brown.
I made it in time.
You did, man. Just in the nick of time.
So,
well done. Well done.
Do we get to take the first segment off while we eat our Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
There. Well, let's go to network.
Let's go to
ahead.
break.
Let's play some tunes. Let's play some tunes.
Let's play some tunes.
Yeah, got any fog hat?
Or Aqualung? Isn't that like an eight-minute song?
Or Steppenwolf?
I think so.
Who's the guy? What's so funny about that?
Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was Steppenwolf.
Or we could play some Jethro Tull and
That's
have a
what I'm
little...
saying. Aqualung. Let's do some
yeah.
Aqualung or something
you
that
want like
the
a-
old FM rock and roll DJs used to play every time they had to take a crap,
You
like
want a,
American Pie or...
a flute solo.
Well, if you can get any jazz flute, you take it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You swallow it whole. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well now that we're hearing some Steppenwolf.
So you got your 420 glass?
I did. I made the trip last night down to Flying Saucer for their
I didn't know this was a thing.
every year they have a 420 glass.
That's cool. Down with that.
But they never do it on actual 420. I'm not really sure why.
Because they don't want a bunch of high dudes strolling around. Well, they should. That's when they're going to sell the food.
That's what I would think. But
They really move some fries. Oh,
there you go.
Is this this is a Jethro Tull, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Bungle in the jungle.
This is Spinal Tap too, man. If you got to see Jethro Tull and what's the Run to the Hills band that got into the Hall of Fame?
Iron Maiden.
Iron
Yeah.
Maiden. If you got to see those two together,
Oh, yeah.
What
I don't think they would have
musical-
ever played together.
what a musical journey it would be.
I don't think they would have ever played together though.
You don't think so? They
No.
seem of the same era. They act like they're the same genre.
No, I don't think so.
I've just pictured dudes in like Robin Hood tights dancing around a stage. That's all I can think.
Frolicking on the
Just kind of
stage,
frolicking, yeah. Long hair.
By me.
This just generally sucks, man. And I read that this guy, this Jethro Tull guy, is a genius. That
Oh yeah.
yeah, he opened some kind of fishery and made millions and did all kinds of stuff. Thank goodness he had a day job.
All right.
Sorry,
That's enough Jethro
Sorry.
Tull.
That's enough for anybody. All right, I got mine eaten. Did you eat yours?
Now I've got a couple more bites. Can we play some Emerson, Lake, and Palmer maybe?
All right, let's see. What do we have here?
That sounds yacht Rocky.
Oh no. Or maybe Mountain. Do you have any Mountain?
Mountain.
Yeah.
No, I don't have an Emerson. I only have
If you don't have Emerson, Lake, and Palmer, you probably don't have Mountain.
Mountain has a very famous song that I guarantee
Really?
he's got. Yeah. Mississippi Queen is from Mountain.
Let's see.
I thought that was the Doobie Brothers.
No.
No, not in this folder.
What?
Damn it.
Damn. Well,
Well, I'm embarrassed you don't have a song by Mountain. You're gonna have to do better.
Have Leonard Skinner.
Well, that's the same thing.
what? All right, that'll work. All right.
This isn't AI. Is it?
No, I think this is the real deal.
My new favorite AI is they take regular songs and they turn them into Irish drinking songs.
Oh, yeah.
You should hear the Shabuzi Irish drinking song.
Yeah.
It'll get you going. Makes you want to fight.
Were you a fan of the band America?
Yeah. I mean, that's that heroin rock where we're really chill and mellow.
America.
Yeah, they're early 70s.
It was like,
Like Bread, America. The Kansas was kind of in that genre.
it was like Crosby, Stills, and Nash,
Yeah.
except with no message.
Yeah, just kind of like. Well, the message was so deep because they were all written when they were high on smack.
Like Crosby, Stills, and Nash was like they were trying to change the world.
Hey,
America was just like,
This
yeah.
chill, mellow.
No.
This feels like something Rob would have been jamming out to.
yeah.
Oh, dude. Yes, sir.
Vic, like this.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
My shirt be unbuttoned.
With that 80s Mercedes.
I'll tell you, I was born too late. I should have been a teenager in the late 70s instead of the 80s. Hanging out at the Regal Beagle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, hold on. Where'd it go? Why did it click this?
oh, this is a jam.
Yeah. Telling you. Little funk for you.
Yeah. I feel like Shaft is going to walk in the room.
It's Edwin.
It's Edwin.
Shut your mouth.
He's coming with the WNBA
Who's
update.
the bad?
The wrong time. Oh.
Is this Dr. John?
Yeah.
You ever seen Dr. John do a show?
No.
I think he is long. He's New Orleans, dude. He put Liberace to shame.
The Brigade Bar likes our new picture.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Look, here it is. Oh,
Yeah.
let me find it for you.
Yeah, look.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Yeah, we've got some. We're
Studio pics.
yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. We've got to change it up for the YouTube algorithms. We got told.
Yeah.
So we went.
So we did a
went
photo
to-
shoot.
Yeah.
Did a
We
few
got some,
push-ups before we took that shot.
We got the Diddy baby oil and
Lubed up.
We should have had.
yeah.
We should have had Kitty in the picture
Yeah.
with a bandana on.
Oh, that'd be cholo.
Orale.
El gato.
Yes.
El Gato Vato.
The Gato Vato. That's right. All right. Enough of this, Vic. We can't just start the show like this. We've got stuff to talk about.
Well, did you finish eting?
No, I haven't even started.
Yes, the whole
I mean, what was the point of all that?
was the
We just
point.
blew 8 minutes.
Oh, my bad. Man, we do have a lot to discuss today. I know everybody in San Antonio is very, very happy. Kawhi Leonard is gone. Done. Beat it.
Dude, that was one of the more
You talk about-
spectacular defensive performances I have ever witnessed. I don't think I've ever seen a great player like that single-handedly dispatched by another great player since Akeem and David. I mean, it was a spectacular.
It was a tale
game
of
by
two
Draymond
halves.
Green. Oh, well, the
because-
last quarter is where I'm getting at.
Yeah, the first half looked like I almost actually texted you and said, Kawhi is unreal.
Yeah.
And then halftime hit, and something happened at halftime. The Warriors said, all right, Draymond,
Go get him.
don't let Kawhi do this to us. And Draymond said, okay, Bubba. And he shut Kawhi Leonard down.
To have the tale of two halves like that was one of the more spectacular defensive performances I have ever seen.
And now they've got Kawhi was talking about, I got to cry about this a little bit more. I don't know what my future with the Clippers holds. So he may be gone. There is talk about the Spurs trading away Steph Castle and Dylan Harper
I'm all for that. Let's
for
do
Kawhi.
that. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. You want me to go like you and James Harden? Do that.
That's okay.
I'll have a public burning of jerseys.
Boy, bye.
Bye is right.
No, but he did say he's not sure what he's not ready to talk about his future with the Clippers just yet. But what a meltdown! And we saw some spectacular meltdowns by the Spurs late in games this year. This felt like one of those.
Oh, yeah, it was ever since.
And you and I talked about it a lot. Vintage Steph Curry, playoff Steph Curry is a scary, scary thing. And that's what we saw last night. And I guarantee you that Oklahoma City, they're probably not scared of this Warriors team, but they're probably Suns fans at the moment. They're probably saying, hey, I hope Phoenix knocks them out of here, because I don't think you want 7 games worth of Steph Curry with the possibility that he might just go nuclear like he did yesterday.
Because 2 of them he'll get away from you. 2 of them he will. You better be ready for it, because it's going to happen at least twice.
Yeah, so lots to get into in the world of sport, a lot to get into in the world of non-sport.
Orlando, dude.
Yeah.
Do you want to play again?
I don't know that they do.
Oh.
I don't know that, but we'll find out, because they'll play the Hornets, and somebody is going to get in. Somebody gets to play the Pistons. The
light at the end of the tunnel is, in fact, a train, but
yeah, it gets beat up a little, but yeah, it's the play-ins are, again, something I'm not usually into. They've been really good, man. I mean, that Sixers game wasn't a great game per se, but
they came back though. I mean, it was an effort. It was an effort.
But the game last night, to see the Warriors come back from the way they were down and really look almost defeated at some points early in that game, to just running away in the second half. Very fun night of hoop. And, Vic, what's our countdown to the NFL draft? I believe we're under a week.
Oh, it's starting to get real.
I don't know if this is a real thing. Hold on, let me see.
And I was reading yesterday, there is a fair amount, and this is from different placed organizations, both blogosphere and newsosphere. The Cowboys are genuinely trying to move up.
I've heard that. I've heard maybe they're trying to move up to the top 5.
Yeah, they might have their eye on that safety and chasing him all the way up there. So I do think it's worthy of some attention right now, because most of the time I don't believe any of this, but this year for some reason it feels very likely.
What this means that this time, 1 week from today, we will be sitting here on day 1 of the NFL draft saying, who will be picked?
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, yes, it is, Rob. Yes, it is. So we'll talk a little draft and the Cowboys particularly as well. Mel Kiper put out his latest projections yesterday.
That's kind of like the groundhog.
Yeah, it's time.
When Mel haircut comes up,
every so often
it's time
he pops
to start
up.
paying some attention to football.
He's like, there's a lot of people putting out drafts, but I'm the OG.
He is OG.
The OG,
haircut,
triple
man.
OG. All right, let's take a break. We'll get into this thing. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, mostly road work to get in your way. Northeast side, 35 southbound approaching 410. Slow from Tupperwine. Northbound 35 at Randolph. Roadway reduced to 1 lane, so that's almost a 10-minute delay. Slow from Walsham. And northbound 35 approaching Olympia Parkway, slow from Judson. And just now getting reports of an accident south of downtown on 35, southbound at 90 Nogalitos. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. New crispy chicken crunch wrap sliders at Taco Bell. With all white meat nuggets and your choice of creamy chipotle or jalapeno honey mustard inside. One's a snack, more's a meal. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time while supplies last.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Ownwell has saved us over $2,000 in 2 years. Trying to protest your taxes on your own, it can drive somebody mad. Get onto Ownwell, create an account, input information about your house. They do everything for you, and it's amazing.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Plus, Ownwell handles everything from paperwork to negotiations and even attending hearings on your behalf. Ownwell saves you time and money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text HOME to 64,000. Text HOME to 64,000. That's HOME to 64,000.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is Bring Your Appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Oh, yeah. Come on,
This
Rob.
is Rob,
sing it. Yeah.
Dude.
Rob ready to get laid. This
Hand
is what
me an Aperol Spritz.
He's getting the room ready, sprinkling roses on the bed.
That's right, baby. I've already mainlined.
Rob's wife is like, "What are you doing?" What do you mean?
He's wearing a short robe like Eddie from.
Yeah,
I've mainlined some Viagra. I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
I
he just has
blue-chewed
one
it.
big patch of chest hair, right in the middle.
A gold chain and a mustache
That's
and
right,
gold
baby.
glasses.
Yes.
This baby
Get him,
making
Rob.
music.
Yep. Ah, yes.
Why don't we steal away, baby? You know where I'm going. Into the night.
Well, a lot of people celebrate on the Brigade Bar. A lot of celebration of the end of Kawhi in the playoffs. No Kawhi in the playoffs.
It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It couldn't happen by a nicer guy, too. Of the two, it's like watching Godzilla fight King Kong. I'm going to be happy no matter what happens. Somebody going to lose.
Well, Kawhi had I mean, this was one of the best seasons he's ever had, quite frankly. Like, it's a little bit overshadowed because his team wasn't very good. But any thoughts that Kawhi is done as an elite player are completely unfounded at this point. But nobody's going to feel bad for him. Nobody's going to feel sad that he's sitting at home. Well,
the irony of this is that whole second gig, paying under the table stuff,
his tree job
has evaporated. Talk about a story that has freaking appeared.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally
it is
under the rug.
Gone. Yeah. So some of this kind of feels like Silver's like referees. There's no way the Clippers can continue to play in there because they're going to start looking for other storylines, and this is going to come back up. So let's just get rid of the Clippers tonight.
Yeah. Well, there is. It's not completely under the rug because there's a story on ESPN.com today about Kawhi. This is the headline: Kawhi mum on future with Clippers, not stressing NBA's aspiration probe.
Mm-hmm.
Aspiration. Remember, that's the now bankrupt company that Kawhi kind of
the shell company created to pay him an extra $4 million.
He did the landscaping for him. That got launched into September. They asked him if he knew the status of the investigation and how important the resolution of it would be. He said, I never thought about it too much other than questions asked. You'll have to ask the NBA, not me. I'm not the one doing the investigation. I think we're going to be in the clear. I'm not stressing it. So
he got something to lose? He got nothing to lose.
I mean, probably not.
I mean, they're not going to suspend him.
It's the Clippers are the ones who'd be in trouble, not him.
They're not going to. Yeah, the Clippers are the ones that would suffer, and maybe that's why he doesn't know whether he's going to be on the team or not because they might force him to leave.
This could very easily be another franchise that Kawhi drags into the mud before leaving.
Again, this could not have happened to a nicer guy, and the way that it happened, the poetry behind it was so perfect because he was single-handedly going to take them into the playoffs. I mean, single-handedly going to launch them and carry them a little bit of momentum in a wily team and have a first-round matchup that's going to scare somebody.
Yeah.
And no, that's not going to happen. And to get literally cookied by Draymond Green at the end of the game, the ultimate humiliation.
Yeah. This was – he made one shot in the last 16 minutes of the game. Kawhi had 5 turnovers in the second half, the most he's had in any half in any game since 2019. So a bad end to what I really do mean a great season. To put a bow on his season, this was the highest points per game of his career. He averaged 27.9 points per game. He was top 10 in the league in field goal percentage, 2-point percentage, and 3-point percentage. The Clippers, when he was on the floor, plus 7.8 points per 100 possessions, minus 6.9 points per 100 possessions when he was off. Like he was, and he played 66 games, which is
probably a career high.
Right.
It's funny. About a month, it's probably been 6 weeks ago. The Clippers were playing somebody. I wasn't even watching the game, and my oldest Jack texted me. He goes, "You got to turn the channel and watch Kawhi right now because I haven't seen anybody play like this since the highlights of Jordan." I mean, that was my son. I mean, and we flipped it over.
And your son is a Kawhi hater.
Yeah, and he was like, "You just got to watch what he's doing right now." And he went on one of those 30-point second half runs that he's fully capable of. And looked at, he doesn't have the elevation, but every bit of the athleticism that he has slowly lost because of that quad, it's made up with just general court savvy. The dude just knows how to do it.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd want to get the hell out of the Clippers. If you're having your best season ever and you can't make the playoffs, it means they don't have a lot around you.
The cost to get a Kawhi is too much because you'll have to pay through the nose, and you're going to bring in a talent, but you're going to bring in a guy that will play well, and because he plays well, he'll lift the team, but he ain't going to lift the team to help lift the team. You know what I mean? He'll make you better, but he ain't going to bring anybody with him. No. And that you have to make a commitment to, this is Kawhi's team, and we'll build around him for 3 years if you're going to make that deal. And you've lost the draft picks to do it. It's a very difficult thing for him because he's not James Harden, who has the capacity when he wants to be a giving, passing point guard. He has that savvy. That's not Kawhi.
No, he's got to be the number one.
He's ball dominant.
And he's eligible the day after the finals to extend his contract for 2 more seasons if he wants to. The Clippers can offer $126 million over those 2 seasons.
I guarantee you he's going to take the extension.
You think so?
I get now that doesn't mean they can't try to move that extension, but he ain't gonna pass up free money. I know that about him. He's gonna take that cash because there's not a bigger contract out there for him, just another team. So he'll take that money and dare the Clippers to move him and that contract.
But this whole season for the Raptors for the Clippers has been really weird. Like, you remember the beginning of the season when they just basically told Chris Paul to go home? Like, you trade James Harden in the middle of the year.
And they got rid of their big in the offseason, let him go to Denver.
Yeah.
So, it looked like this was just going to be a play for a tank or at least a moderately high draft pick kind of year.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to the Clippers going forward, but this is what an odd season. Although, what's funny is, think about this. This was the first team in NBA history to finish 15 games over 500 after being 15 games under 500 at some point in the season.
All cool. Well, the Darius Garland move helped. I mean,
sending Harden out for
Garland helped them. And last night when he picked up that fifth foul, that might have been the end of the game because he could no longer play defense. And they attacked him from that point on. So that helped that 14-2 run because there was just – and then finally he fouled out. But – yeah, I think the Garland move helped as much as exiting Harden. It helped bringing in Garland to at least take some of the scoring load off of Kawhi.
Yeah, so a pretty wild finish to the season for the Clippers. 36-19 closed to the season. They were the fourth best in the West during that span, but they started 6-21, and the Clippers were they were like the fourth or fifth team in the West preseason. And they just stunk so bad early. It was like too much of a hole to dig out of. But what an into a really wild and odd season for the LA Clippers.
Yeah. With
I
think we could say that
fake
just about every
jobs
year.
And sending your veterans home. And
Clippers gonna Clipper, man. They
now
always
what happens?
will.
What happens with Kawhi? That's what the offseason discussion will be. All right, we'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, mostly road work to get in your way. Northeast side, 35 southbound approaching 410. Slow from Tupperwine. Northbound 35 at Randolph. Roadway reduced to one lane, so that's almost a 10-minute delay. Slow from Walsham. And northbound 35 approaching Olympia Parkway, slow from Judson. And just now getting reports of an accident south of downtown on 35, southbound at 90 Nogalitos. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. New crispy chicken crunch wrap sliders at Taco Bell. With all white meat nuggets and your choice of creamy chipotle or jalapeno honey mustard inside. One's a snack, more's a meal. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time while supplies last.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. But wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
Domestic violence is one of the most widespread crimes in Texas, yet one of the least reported. When someone walks through the doors of the Battered Women and Children Shelter, they're looking for safety. Help exists, and it's closer than you think. Christie's Hope supports the shelter with housing, trauma recovery, and long-term aid. Thomas J. Henry stands with us in our commitment to end domestic violence. If you or someone you love needs help, visit christieshope.org.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
1 week until the NFL draft. What are the latest mocks saying? We'll talk about it with John McClain at 5:15.
And we'll react to another round of play-in games in the NBA playoffs. The Blitz live from Novo Brewery at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The other, it kind of got overshadowed, but you could argue the best non-Curry players on the team last night were Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis.
Who's that?
This is it's like this is like a team from 10 years ago being good.
They went vintage. Really, it's more of it shows what a victim the Clippers were in the paint, because the two bigs from Golden State just dominated.
Well, but also Horford shot 4 of 7 from 3.
I shouldn't say in the paint, at the 5.
Yeah.
They were just victims at the 5. They couldn't guard in the paint or out, and that just kind of opened the door.
Brook Lopez has to retire.
Oh, yeah, he's a stiff.
he
was exposed. Exposed so badly last night.
He put up 17 points, but he's
defensively,
done.
He's a stiff.
Done.
He gives you – he's a net negative. He got 17, but he gave up 35.
Yeah, he's done. There are a lot of people, though, who do believe this was the last game for Kawhi. Now, again, like you said, this is the most money he can make.
He ain't going to run from money. We know that. Uncle Denny will call him and say, "What are you doing? You got to pay the uncle tax."
Yeah. Is he still his?
I have no idea.
I can't imagine.
I just have to assume that when any money things seem to start floating around. I always hear his uncle's name, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm curious what the offseason looks like for Kawhi, because this is
I don't know. If I'm the Clippers, I do everything I can to keep him. I mean, the world's not going to get better when he leaves.
No, but do you think that he cares about and maybe he doesn't. That's why I ask this legitimately. Do you think he cares about like his legacy in the game?
No.
Okay.
No, that's not even a thought.
Because I mean, there are a lot of guys who that's a big deal. There's a lot of guys who couldn't care less.
Well, I think if I'm a friend of his, an advisor, dude, your legacy's made. You got rings on 2 teams. You've been, defensive player of the year. You've been MVP of the finals. Your legacy's set, brother. So chase the cash.
Yeah, but there is a world where, with another ring or two, like Kawhi enters a territory that, a legitimate, like all-time great territory.
That would involve, like you said, if he would have to understand that he'd be chasing legacy, and to do that, he'd have to become like LeBron and morph himself into a different kind of player.
Yeah,
and he won't do that.
Yeah,
he'll retire.
And I don't think if Kawhi hasn't won an MVP by now, he's not going to win an MVP. I don't think Kawhi. Again, a great season for Kawhi this year, but
to expect the number of games and that output again, I would put it on the low percentage.
At age 34, it's unlikely he's going to start getting better and better. But he is a 2-time finals MVP. He's a 3-time first-team All-NBA. Like he is
if you're built for
probably
him.
Before this year.
Yeah, again, and the Clippers are built for him. I mean, there's not going to be a better place for him as far as comfortability and ability to go do what he does best, because the team is built for him to do that. To go someplace else, he'd either be the last bit of what they hope is a championship chase, like Harden going to Cleveland, or the first bit of a bridge where you're the best player, dude, go get 35, every night, because that's the only way we're going to win. And he's not capable, both mentally and physically, of being that guy for a bad team. He's got at least a little bit of help with the Clippers.
I think there are places where he could go, particularly like some of these places that are starved for star power. Miami's the first one that comes to mind. Like, they want a star. They don't really care how he fits. They want someone who can, sell tickets. Kawhi would do that.
Spoelstra and Riley would allow Kawhi to be Kawhi like that?
I think it's real easy to say no when you are, in the Eastern Conference Finals a bunch of years in a row. It's not as easy when you're sitting at home in the playoffs.
I will say this too. Would you do that, what we're saying, and also take less money? You want to go someplace else and have to fit in, and oh, by the way, you're not going to make as much there as you are here.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I just can't see Kawhi taking the turn away from the money. I've seen him do it twice now, and I think he'll do it again.
Yeah, it's a curious case. I'll leave it up. I'm with you. He's going to care about the money, but I also think he's looking at this and going, man, I just had my best year and we didn't even make the playoffs. Like, this is bad.
I hope anybody who enjoys a player who's competitive would expect him to think that way. I just don't know if he does.
It's wild. But there are guys who legitimately think that way.
Again, let me qualify that by I have the lowest opinion of him of any professional athlete. So everything I say about him, I will give a qualifier that I
have the lowest opinion of him as a person.
No good. A lying liar who lies.
Liar face.
He is a liar face in every sense of the word. And he single-handedly brought a franchise down for 5 years just because of the way he chose to comport himself.
Well, I'd do another one. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me.
And well, you could put Toronto in there. Look what he did to them when he left.
Didn't really do them any favors either.
Here's a ring. I'm out.
Yeah, but again. He did get him a ring.
I'm saying
same for San Antonio. Yeah. And I know people around here like to pretend like they would have gotten that ring without Kawhi.
Well, I think we would have gotten one earlier than the one he got. He missed free throws. We never remember the free throws he missed when we lost the title.
Would they have been there without him?
Well, I'd just say when we came down to game that mattered, he missed the free throws. Manu gets the blame, but it was Kawhi who missed the free throws. So I will flip that. I think. Again, I get a little upset when I think of him.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm always if there's a choice that involves anything that would be the best for him, no matter about it for you, it's going to be for him. That's the decision he'll make.
I will say there are very few guys in sports where that won a championship for a franchise, like that was a major factor in them winning a title, who is more hated than Kawhi is here?
Because there have been very few athletes who had the table just set for them. Like, literally, you landed in the end. From the moment he walked in as a Spur, because I promise you, the way he acts would not have flown on most NBA teams, but he landed in a place where he wasn't even the 10th best player on the team when he showed up. And he got to grow and become the player, get molded, get taught to shoot by the best guys, got coached to do all these things. And the moment it all started to click, middle finger to everybody.
I see your frustration.
It's true, and
but
the
again,
way he went about it.
Maybe I'm just like, if you show up and you win a ring for my franchise, I don't really get.
Keep in mind, we had several. It wasn't like you rose the sun. We'd done it before, but what had happened was, like no other player in the history of the league did you land in a place that not only were the prince that you were going to be, and everybody knew you had the talent, but you had the team, you had the coach, you had everything, you had the environment. There was certainly enough money to keep him paid. And now my quad hurts. I want out of here. Yeah. I want to go to live in California.
Casey said Rob's blood pressure when talking about Kawhi.
It's true, man. It's one of those things. So last night when I see Draymond just lock him down. Yes, it's like I said. It's like watching Godzilla and King Kong. I'm gonna be happy no matter. Oh, and better application is me watching Texas OU. No matter what happens, I'm gonna be happy. Somebody's going down.
Somebody's gonna be sad, and you're all right with it. Yeah. Now we'll have the NBA's got an off night tonight, and then both of the remaining play-in games happen tomorrow. That is the Hornets Magic for the 8 seed. That'll be at 6:30, and then Warriors Suns for the 8 seed in the West will be at 9 o'clock. Both of those, again, on Prime Video. You didn't have any problems with your Prime Video last night, did you?
Didn't seem to crack, no.
No, I didn't either.
I think they fixed those wires.
And then we'll then we're on to the playoffs, the real playoffs on Saturday. The Raptors Cavs are the first game. Timberwolves Nuggets, Hawks Knicks, Rockets Lakers on day 1, and then day 2 will be Blazers. I guess it'll be Sixers Celtics to start. Then it'll be Suns Warriors versus the Thunder, Magic Hornets versus the Pistons, and the 8 o'clock tip Blazers at San Antonio. So,
bring it.
Yep, get that thing underway. Did you see? What do you think the point spread is? Game 1, Spurs Blazers.
Spurs and 6.
How about 10.5?
Oh, I like that.
What do you think
they're expecting Dylan Harper to be upwards of 90% then.
Yeah.
What do you think the series price is on the Spurs?
Oh, God, pretty high.
Minus what?
If it's minus 100.
How about minus 2,000 on the Spurs? So if you want to make $100, you got to bet 2,000 that the Spurs are going to win. You can make $100.
Man, I'm a Spurs fan through and through. You know what I mean? But my God.
Right, but.
I might put some money on Portland. You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
Portland, you bet $100, you could win $1,200 if they win this. They're 12-1 to win one series. That is that's aggressive. That is aggressive.
It's right, though. I mean, let's not get lost in the fact that all the games we've watched over the last 2 days are the dregs. These are teams that couldn't win more than 42, 44 games. So it's not like this is world-class talent. It's just equally matched talent.
Yeah. But the Spurs may end up being the biggest first-round favorite on the board just because of, especially if the Warriors win, I don't think you'll see the Warriors at 12-1, even against OKC.
No,
like
right.
I think there'll be a little bit of respect for that. You know what they've done in the past. Boston is minus 900 playing the Sixers. So again, the play-in team that made it there, a little disrespect.
I'll tell you, no, they're right. But Did you hear Philly fan yelling, "Bring on Boston"?
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a blood and guts old East kind of battle because Philly got literally nothing to lose.
Nope. And there's nobody else is even really close. Like the Cavs are minus 550 against the Raptors. Mm-hmm. The Rockets are minus 575 against the corpse of the Lakers. we'll see what the numbers are in Detroit and Oklahoma City's.
It will be massive.
Now, if Oklahoma City plays Phoenix, I could see it being close to minus 2,000. Because it's hard to picture a world where Phoenix can beat Oklahoma City 4 times.
No, even once.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to picture them beat them once, but 4 times seems unlikely. But we'll know more about that tomorrow. Well, I guess we won't. We won't have
till tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. So we won't be talking to you about it, but we'll talk about it. All right. Let's wrap up the first hour. Coming up next, it is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hey everybody, Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows, and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs, and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
This Saturday, April 18th at 4 p.m., the San Antonio Gunslingers ride into Freeman Coliseum for a Pistolero showdown against the Vegas Nighthawks. We're celebrating the rich culture and heritage of San Antonio and South Texas with a special Pistoleros-themed game, full of pride, passion, and that true South Texas spirit. The first 1,000 fans through the door get our exclusive new Fiesta Medal. Saddle up, San Antonio. Grab your tickets now at sagunslingers.com and let's fill the Coliseum. Guns up!
Texas Gun Shows brings you the largest gun shows in Texas, and this weekend they're coming to Round Rock. Open this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at Embassy Suites Round Rock Friday through Sunday, 270 Bass Pro Drive.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagle. You know, now is a great time of year to get your roof inspected and ready for our crazy spring weather. Be it hot, cold, rain, or hail. Who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us this year? Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994. You know, your roof protects your home and your family. A quality roof overhead means comfort, confidence, and certainly peace of mind. Now is the time to get your roof ready for spring. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Mom deserves more than flowers and a card. Enter to win the JTV Mother's Day Getaway at jtv.com/sweepstakes. You could win a 6-night cruise to Grand Cayman, Mexico, and the Bahamas, plus $1,000 spending money and a $1,000 gift card to shop JTV. It's a mom's dream come true. Enter the JTV Mother's Day Getaway now at jtv.com/sweepstakes. And new customers receive a one-time $25 off of a purchase of $50 or more.
Most of the time, La Playa sounds like this. For some, La Playa also sounds like this.
30, the 20, the 10.
But no matter what, this is our playa. Corona, La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to you at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yeah. Congratulations to yesterday's double dong winner, Roberto Solis. Got a single dong out of Jake Berger. Got only one dong, but hey, that'll get you tickets to a Rangers game. So congratulations, Roberto. Corey Seager also hit a home run yesterday. Not two, but he did hit one. Yeah. So pretty much everybody would have been right yesterday, as those seem to be the guys that are most off-picked around here. So we'll do the double dong challenge again. Actually, you know what? We'll do it in the next hour. I want to give the early crew a little bit of a chance.
They got the A's one more time.
Yes, the Sacramento
it's an early game, 1:30, so you'll know early.
The Sacramento Oakland River Cats.
That little field must be doing them some favors. It seems to have broken their slump.
Maybe so. Yeah, the Rangers playing all right. A's playing all right too. Actually, they've both been playing pretty well. The Astros finally maybe snapping out of things. They've been stinking it up. But the AL West is sort of a mess right now because the Mariners and Stros off to a slow start. So that means everybody else has a chance. Oh, look what they're talking about on ESPN. Who would have thought? WrestleMania. Oh, yes. Yes.
Not enough going on.
No.
Yeah, there's like, what else can we fit
NFL draft prep? Nah, wrestling.
No, what really matters to the peoples.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see that LaMelo Ball was fined $60,000 total for 2 incidents, $35,000 for the play with Bam Adebayo, the foot sweep, sweep the leg, and $25,000 for using foul language in the post-game interview.
This is the I have a good friend that's a retired cop, and he used to say, you might beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride.
Yeah.
He beat the rap. He got to play. They won the game, but he's going to have to pay for the ride.
$60K. Yeah, I feel like he's probably doing all right.
Oh, the GoFundMe's already filled.
Yeah.
Just go find all the Hornet fans.
That's like $20 to him.
Well, just go find all the Hornet fans. They'd gladly chip in $1.
Yeah.
I mean, gladly, man.
pleased
We're
with what's
moving
going
on because of what you did. not only did you win the game, but you knocked Bam out of it. So here's your money. Congratulations and thank you.
Yeah. So we thought maybe he wouldn't get away with it scot-free, and he does not.
Well, we knew he was going to get fined. You knew it was coming. But again,
$1,000.
I'm happy to give it. It's like giving at church. I'm tithing.
Greg says, don't forget about the iHeart app listeners, AJ. There's a delay, and yes, I live in town. I know. I'll do a double-digit caller, so I'll give you plenty of fair warning.
Oh, there you go, the delay.
All right, we got 3 hours to go on a small Friday. Get into the meat of things coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working this trouble spot on 1604 northbound before New Gilbo, far west side of town. It's in the right lane. 20-minute delay, slow from 151. On I-10 eastbound at 410, that stall now off to the shoulder. This road work on 35 is causing delays. Northbound at Randolph, roadway reduced to 1 lane. And then southbound as you approach 410, roadway also reduced to 1 lane. And that's got you slow from right around Tupperwine. Northbound 35 approaching Olympia Parkway, a bit slow from Judson. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems starting to fill in as we are into the meat of our morning rush hour. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA play-in continued last night, and we got an epic game from Golden State. They took down the Clippers 126-121. Steph looked like the old guy with 35, but the real story was Draymond Green's defense on Kawhi Leonard. The Philadelphia 76ers, they punched their ticket. They took out Orlando. Orlando gets another shot tomorrow night to make it in as they take on Carolina.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, it's 7:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. 1 week away, from the NFL draft.
And, we've been talking a lot about Vrabel lately, and I remember the picture during the COVID draft where they're getting ready to make their pick, and they flashed the camera at his house, and you could see over on the side his kid taking a dump, and with the bathroom door open, he wanted to hear the draft. Well, that popped up in my memories yesterday.
Interesting memory.
Oh, yes. I remember the
COVID,
day.
Those were weird times.
They were weird times, but you know.
That was when CeeDee Lamb grabbed the phone away from his girl.
Yeah, give me that. Stay on my business, woman. The mock draft, the latest mock draft from Mel Kiper is out, and this is his 4.0.
So we're gonna get to what, like 9.0 by the time we
I think we're running out. I think he'll have one. He'll have one more.
Oh, we're not gonna get a new one every day.
No. This isn't. He doesn't do it like that anymore. But that
was
there's so many.
Then.
Yeah. But there's so many people who do this now that he's got to his has to be a big deal. So what did he do this time? He changed it up to where now he's got he does the first 2 rounds on 4.0. Nothing has changed at the top here. Fernando Mendoza is almost 100%. I would say 99.99% to go number 1 overall at this point. I think
you can safely go to 100.
Okay.
There's just no possible way that doesn't happen.
I don't know that I agree. I mean, the Raiders need a quarterback.
There's no possible way they go any direction other than that.
It's so funny that all through the season, I was really high on Fernando Mendoza.
As you should have been.
But then it's like when he's the consensus home run number 1 draft pick, I'm like, oh, well, I liked him, but I don't know that I think that about him.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't think there's that dog to him.
Well, I mean, there's questions. This isn't about is he worthy of being the number 1 overall pick in every year? No. But is he worthy this year in man meets moment and team? You got Tom Brady standing on the sidelines. You went and hired a head coach that single-handedly turned Sam Darnold's career into a consistent career, made him great again, or made him good again, or kept him good. And the team was god-awful and has no quarterback. I can't imagine if it's not him, it's not going to be another quarterback, and there's not another player out there that is uniquely dominant enough to take him over a quarterback.
If he is... And I've seen a lot of these comps. If he is another Matt Ryan or
that's a Super Bowl quarterback.
Jared Goff,
that's a Super Bowl quarterback too. Hey, both of those are Super Bowl quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you knew that's what you were going to get,
I have no problem at all. Both of them took a team to a Super Bowl, so no, I have no problem with that at all.
Okay.
I mean, that's what you draft. Not every year do you get to draft a Peyton Manning. I mean, you have to take the best one there, and that's him. And if you tell me at the end of his career, at least one time, he took your team to a Super Bowl, I'm in.
The Jets have the second pick They are the big debate is David Bailey or Arvell Reese. That's who everybody's kind of talking about.
Hairs. I don't know. 6 of one, half a dozen.
Kuiper says Jets take David Bailey here at number 2. They take what he says. They take production over potential because that's what everybody talks about. Arvell Reese is like the ceiling on that guy seems to be unlimited. That's who goes number 3 to Arizona. So a couple pass rushers going number 3, and then number 4, Jeremiah Love, running back Notre Dame to the Tennessee Titans.
Is he of the level of those previous backs?
No.
Is he Saquon?
No.
I don't know if he's not, man. I really don't. He very well could be. He's as close as we've come since then.
Tennessee, well, okay, here's what I'll say. Maybe he is that good. He's not going to help Tennessee.
Not now.
Tennessee, they
got their ass backwards. You're
they're
right.
so bereft of talent.
And they should look at Oakland and Oakland. Look at the Raiders and go, look what happened to Ashton Genty. He looked pretty damn good too. But if he's getting hit the moment he gets the handoff, it's going to be hard. But I'll tell you, they got to sell tickets too. It will take some pressure off of their high average quarterback, not great quarterback, but high average. So I think
high average is
I shouldn't say high
very
average.
generous.
Not nearly what they had hoped he would be. But then again, they knew he was going to be a project. It protects him a little bit. And if you have a long-term safe coach where he feels like he got another couple years, I don't know how you pass up on a guy like Love. I really don't. I don't know how you pass. You go, you know what, you're right. We'll try to monitor and make sure he doesn't get his ass completely sewn to his face for the first year. But we know he's just going to get the crap beat out of him because we got no line.
That's what I was saying. It feels like, man, maybe take somebody to protect Cam Ward. If like you said, Cam Ward, high average. He was dead last in QBR last year. Dead last. He was behind Tua and Geno Smith in QBR.
If you can't figure out, I mean, it does give him some help. And if you do believe, and after that year that he is the guy, and you're still all in on this, I get it because the next offensive lineman, I don't think grades up enough to justify drafting. When's the first offensive lineman doesn't go till 11?
Yeah.
So you can tell there's a drop off there. So it ain't gonna be a lineman.
But it's not like the Titans defense is top of the notch either.
Then my point is, I go, okay, so if I'm looking at a high end edge rusher or a running back that could very well, by my test, look like Saquon, I think I lean toward the offense just because that's what the NFL wants me to do.
Or trade down.
Well, that's
stockpile
obviously
picks because you need
there's
a lot
a reason
of guys.
why they're drafting here is they haven't made the wisest decisions.
Yeah.
And the smart move is just like we're about to talk about the Cowboys, what their smart move is. But sometimes you sacrifice smart for what's immediate.
Number 5, it's got the New York Giants taking Caleb Downs from Ohio State, the safety, who is very legit.
He's my favorite player in the draft. I think he is the guy that wherever he lands is going to be a 10-year starter, an 8-year All-Pro, just an athlete's athlete who understands the game.
Who was the guy? I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember his name. He ended up being a bust. The guy, he played at Clemson, and he was a safety / linebacker. Like there was the thought that he was going to be able to play either one. I think that's what they look at.
End up being too slow.
Yeah, I think that's what they look at Caleb Downs as. Like he could be a safety or he could play middle linebacker. Like you've got some options with him, which is intriguing. Those are that's the kind of guy you want a green dot on his helmet. You know, a guy who can play the field all over the place like that, and maybe he can be that. Would be a good get for the Giants here. Their defense is so terrible.
And he's a sin eater. Because he plays on the back end, he can make up for a lot of mistakes in front of him.
Would be the first safety taken in the top 5 since Eric Berry went to the Chiefs in 2010.
Well, that wasn't bad.
Well, no, Eric Berry was great.
I was about to say, as long as they grade to the point, it makes some sense.
But there's probably also a reason why safeties don't go in the top 5.
It's true. Because, again, if you're drafting a safety like that, he's either your last move or your first move as a sin eater like this. Like you can make up for the bad linebackers. You can cheat him up. Can help your bad corners because you can cheat him back. And is athletic enough to do both of them adequately, but not either one of them greatly.
All right. Number 6, which is where Cleveland is scheduled to pick. Mel Kiper has a projected trade between the Cowboys and the Browns.
And normally I laugh at these. I think they're stupid. But there's
a lot of smoke about the Cowboys trading.
This makes some sense.
He says, with an elite prospect still on the board, Jerry Jones calls up the GM, Andrew Berry of Cleveland, to try to make something happen. Dallas trades number 12 and number 20 to Cleveland for number 6 and number 39, which means the Cowboys now only have 1 first-round pick instead of 2, but they do get 39. They're back in the second round. Not a horrible situation. And the Cowboys, it says, take Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State. Obviously, the defense was a disaster last year. You gotta make something happen. But I don't know that unless you're getting a guy who is A-plus material pass rusher.
Which, is he? I don't know.
Is it worth trading up? And I would say probably
I don't know, because first of all, this really does feel like what's his name, Parker, the DC now, Christian Parker?
Yeah.
What does Parker want? This is what it feels like Jerry's doing. I mean, what exactly do you want? He was evidently a hot property to get hired, and I'm sure there were some promises made, like if you'll come and let us pay you some money to be our DC, you'll get to get the guys you want. And defensively, there's been a lot of signings. It wouldn't shock me because it feels like whatever he feels like he needs, he's going to get in this first round. It's just not the guy I'd have picked, just because you do get a brains on the field. You just said a green dot dude. He'd be your middle linebacker, green dot dude calling the offense, and he might be our defense. He might be that guy for 10 years. And hey, man, that's great. That's a great place to start, and it does help the defense, but it certainly doesn't light the fire. You know?
He's also one of those guys. He's 6'5", 245, 4'4", 640, and a 43.5-inch vertical at the combine.
Holy crap, he's a beast.
So, like, you see that and you go, oh, with that, I want that. But that just feels like you're taking the best measurables guy and then hoping he can be a good football player.
Well, I mean, he does come from Ohio State. I do kind of trust the system there. Those guys do seem to be ready to play when they get to the NFL, so I'm not worried about that. It's just spending all that capital it's like buying a well-made sedan. You know, yeah, that's a great car. It ain't going to turn anybody's head, but you're not going to be worried when you wake up in the morning if it's cold, if it's going to start, because it will, and it's going to run for a long time. It might not win any beauty contest, but it's going to work for you for 10 years. And if that's what you're chasing at 6, that's a lot to spend, but you do buy some security. I'll give you that.
Yep. Jake says it was Jarrett Jack from UCLA. No, he was the guy who played running back. He was a linebacker slash right. It was Isaiah Simmons was the guy that I was thinking of. He was at Clemson. He got drafted by the Cardinals and has basically bounced around the league ever since. I think he's in Carolina now. But either way, he's not. He was I want to say he was a top 10 pick, hasn't worked out.
He kind of defines what safeties used to be. You know, too small for a linebacker, but not fast enough to be a cornerback. Let's let him stay in the back.
Yeah, if you can play a bunch of different positions, means like maybe you're not elite at any of them.
But the truly great safeties, those 10 that we name when we think of the greats over time, they were worth every bit of it because they are difference makers. And if you can find them, and they come around about every 6 years, if you find that dude, he's worth it.
All right. When we come back, we'll look at the rest of round 1. I'm also curious if Cowboy fan would be interested in that. Are you willing to give up your second first-round pick to move up 6 spots?
I know this. Let's not go any further than the definition of insanity. And let's not do what we've done before, because that has not worked. And what we have done before is gone for the flashy thing, not the appropriate thing. And this is an appropriate move. And maybe that's just the best thing. And you might overspend for it, but it's the appropriate move. If you go get a guy who you can trust will be around for 10 years, that's going to make a difference, that's going to set a standard and be part of a long-term defensive improvement, he's the ideal guy to get.
I think if I'm the Cowboys and I could get either Arvell Reese or David Bailey, one of those pass rushers, I'd be willing to trade up. If it's not for an elite pass rusher, I'm not into it.
See, that again, my favorite guy in this draft, one is the safety. I think that safety is going to be a difference maker for
Caleb
a long
Downs, yeah.
But the next guy is Bain, who is not a number 6 pick. He's a second 10 pick. You know, he's a 10 to 25 pick, depending on the need. But for me, watching his tape, he's the dude if you're looking for an edge rusher. There's others that are certainly adequate, but as far as violence at the point of attack, that guy is an absolute killer.
And what's so funny is Ruben Bain, who, again, the film don't lie on him. He's been great. The production is there. the measurables are what scares people off. It's kind of the opposite of Sonny Styles.
The Dallas Cowboys passed on T.J. Watt because the measurables weren't there.
Yeah.
So I imagine in that room, now everybody that was involved with that other than Jerry and Steven are long gone, but I imagine in the back of their minds, like, I am never going to let measurables get in the way again.
Well, but if that's the case, then you're never going to trade up to number 6 to take Sonny Styles, who's all about measurables. You know what I mean?
Well, but I'm never going to say the guy's too short, even though everything I've seen on film tells me he's not. Yeah. I'm not going to not draft him because the numbers tell me he won't make it, but everything I've seen on film tells me he's going to be okay, and that was T.J. Watt. Everything told you he was going to be okay. He just was a white dude with short, and he wasn't fast and didn't have long arms. And the Cowboys took Taco Charlton because he looked like an NFL defensive lineman.
All right, we'll continue this conversation coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at StraightTalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com. That's NOVOBrew.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
The Drew Show says I'm about to head off for an appointment this morning, and I have to say the goofy AI thumbnail made me click. LOL.
Yes, sir. You know how many push-ups we had to do to get buff like that?
I know.
Was that goofy, though?
Oh, it's goofy.
Wait till I put kitty big balls in it.
Yes.
Or gato vato.
Yeah. Gonna have some lokes.
Can you put some Stacy's on him?
Baby. I hate this remix, I can tell you that much.
I love it.
No, not me.
It's Sananto way.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it does making me crazy. Yeah, no, maybe
This
you're
is
right.
about the time as the DJ at the club, you'd be announcing like $2.
Yeah.
$2, you call them.
Yeah, $2, whatever. I was going to say a shot that was going to be a cuss word, but I won't do that. Almost came out too.
Good job.
A star effer.
Was it a buttery something?
I think we can say buttery nipple.
Okay.
Yes.
I was going for the star effer.
You can go with the buttery knipple and just say we're talking about the buttery smooth con knipple.
$2. You columns.
Number 7, the Commandos. Cornell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Perfect sense. I get it.
Yeah. They say that he is. You put him with Terry McLaurin. By the way, a couple of Ohio State guys.
I think every team has to have one Ohio State wide receiver.
If you got one, they're usually pretty good. Number 8, New Orleans, Reuben Bain Jr.
There's my dude.
I like him a lot too. I mean, he was dominant from a production standpoint. And by the way, Akeem Mesidor also
very good. Very good.
I'd take either one of those Miami pass rushers. I like both of them.
Bain is there's a violence to him. There's an anger I like.
Number 9, Kansas City, Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, the wide receiver. So they've got to get some playmakers in there. That makes some sense. Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU, number 10 to the Bengals.
Cornerbacks are certainly in the eye of the beholder, aren't they? Because I can't tell the difference between these guys.
Well, in the Bengals, taking somebody from LSU is not surprising at all. Joe, Joe, who do you want? Number 11, Francis Maigoa, the offensive tackle from Miami.
I thought the Bama guy was better. I've been watching Proctor. How long has he been at Bama? The guy's been there. He's been
does feel like he's been there
dead
for a
on
while.
start. It's probably only been 3 years, but he has been dominant for 3 years. I just felt like he was a better one. But
he goes
again,
number 12.
Yeah.
I mean, it's again eye of the beholder. So it could be one a bigger one. Who knows? But they also say there are people who say that Maigoa is like a little more versatile, like could play inside. Which I don't know why you take a tackle top 10, 11-ish and then move him inside, but I guess whatever. And Miami's going to run a lot. Obviously they've got Malik Willis now. They've got Devon Achane, who they believe is the key to their team. So
and they reinforced that yesterday, so they're going lineman.
Number 12, Browns, who have traded down now with Dallas, at least in this mock. Go Caden Proctor from Alabama. Mekhi Lemon, who I love a lot, the wide receiver from USC. He goes number 13 to the Rams, which is a little bit odd.
You think the future of Puka there is maybe, is because of the stuff and people don't seem to like him? Is there? I mean, he's so good. I'm willing to overlook a lot of stuff, but the anti-Semitic ravings might lend himself someplace else.
It very well could, but also, even if Puka turns it around and he becomes like a model citizen, Devontae Adams is still in his mid-30s now.
True that.
Not everybody's Mike Evans and lasts forever.
Who told us? Was it Devontae or was it the Rams told us that they might have traded him?
The Rams tried. They put him on the market.
So maybe we should. That's why the wide receiver's there, because they're going to extricate the money from Devontae.
Ravens, Spencer Fano, offensive lineman from Utah at 14. 15, Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon, goes to Tampa. I like Kenyon Sadiq. He is a monster and was a combine freak show. 4.39 40, 43.5-inch vertical at 240 pounds.
He better be good. I'm not against drafting a tight end in the first round, but you better be freaking good. You better bring it, because that's a position that normally it's kind of like running back. I feel like I can find a dude.
Well, and now with Mike Evans in San Francisco, like the Bucs need some playmakers.
I'm all for it if you get in a guy that can do it, but he better be able to do it. That's an awful lot of money to spend on guys that you can normally find in the 4th and 5th round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there are some guys, man. There's some tight ends that you go, wow, man, you get a guy like that.
Who's the kid from Arizona? That guy's a game
Trey
changer.
McBride.
McBride's a game changer, but if you find the right guy, he can really change your team. But I feel like there's a lot of tight ends. I don't know.
Number 16, Omar Cooper, wide receiver from Indiana to the Jets. Sorry, Omar Cooper, that sucks. Detroit at 17, Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle from Georgia, assuming that he's not in a car accident between now and then, because he does play at Georgia.
Yes.
Dylan Tiedemann, the safety from Oregon, number 18 to Minnesota. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, a safety from Toledo, number 19 to Carolina.
Is that 2 safeties or 3 safeties in the first round?
That would be 3.
3 in the first round. That's a record. It's got to be.
20, the Cleveland Browns, and this is with the this is the pick that the Browns would have gotten from the Cowboys in this scenario. Denzel Boston, the wide receiver from Washington. The Browns might have 3 first-round draft picks if they were to do something like that.
What was the old axiom? Great quarterbacks do not improve the great wide receivers, do not improve the quality of your quarterback. But a great quarterback improves the quality of your wide receivers.
I believe that.
So are they doing this ass backwards here? Drafted a bunch of wide receivers with nobody to get them the ball?
But, I mean, who are they going to take? What quarterback are they going to take to fix it?
I'm not saying take a quarterback at all.
Yeah, Cleveland can't fix their quarterback situation. They're like, what
so
can
why
they do?
Draft a wide receiver? Go draft something that could actually help you right now.
I don't disagree with that. But, I mean, you gotta play at least a couple of them.
Go find a lineman or something that might pay you some dividends.
22, the Chargers. Peter Woods, the defensive tackle from Clemson. Blake Miller, offensive tackle from Clemson. 23 to the Eagles. Their offensive line sucks. So that would actually make some sense. Although what I'd say is, like, what happens if A.J. Brown goes away? Does that change your decision on?
You run the ball with Saquon Barkley. Go back to where your bread was buttered.
Jermod McCoy, the corner from Tennessee, goes 24 to the Browns. 25, Zion Young, defensive end from Missouri.
He's good.
To the Bears, he is. Keldrick Falk, defensive end, Auburn, 26 to the Buffalo Bills. 27, Max Ionacher, the offensive tackle of Arizona State, to the Niners. Texans, Christian Miller, defensive tackle, Georgia. God, imagine if Houston is still drafting defensive linemen, then I guess maybe they're not worried about their offensive line. Maybe they just feel, hey, it's good enough. I don't think so, but what do I know? 29, the Chiefs, Colton Hood, the cornerback from Tennessee. They've got a projected trade at 30 between Arizona and Miami, and it's got the Arizona Cardinals finding a way to get Ty Simpson, the quarterback from Alabama, and 31, Akeem Mesidor, who we've already talked about a little bit, defensive end from Miami to the Patriots, and 32, Jadarian Price.
That's crazy.
The second running back taken also comes from – the backup running back is the second running back taken in the draft. So, remember it was Cadillac Williams and
that's right. The big back. I can picture him. Auburn.
Ronnie Brown.
Yeah, that was a good
that
tandem.
was two of the best running backs in the country.
Yeah.
They were drafted as such. So
Georgia did it one year too, where they had 2 go.
Oh, I'm sure that Georgia's a factory these days. So, so there you go. That's the latest in mock drafting from Mel Kiper. The Cowboys, after that trade, because he did do 2 rounds in this one, it's got them taking T.J. Parker, the defensive end from Clemson, in the second round at 39.
Heavy defense. It sounds like Christian Parker's getting exactly what he wants, according to what we're not only hearing from Haircut, but from other draft pick types. They really think they're going heavy on defense.
I have seen so much about the Cowboys trading up in the last a couple weeks, but there's I do want to talk about what the needs and like mock draft aside, like what the actual needs are and what the Cowboys could actually do. We'll do that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Heads up, a new trouble spot on the north side at 281 southbound Winding Way. It's an accident. Left lane already a 20-minute delay. Looks like both shoulders are blocked as well. So stop and go starting right at 1604. 1604 on the far west side of town, northbound before you get to New Gilbo. Right lane blocked with a crash. That's a 17-minute delay slow from Wiseman. This road work on 35 northbound at Randolph's got the roadway reduced to one lane slow from Walsham, and northbound 35 approaching 1604. That road work causing delays from Pat Booker Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. With 10 extravagant items for $3 or less, Taco Bell's new Luxe Value menu is starting to feel utterly fancy, especially with its new chocolate fudge and caramel empanadas. Enjoy. Just don't let the Luxe go to your head. Price and participation varies for a limited time. Tax extra.
Trying to keep up with today's fast-changing digital landscape? With more ways to consume content than ever before, it is getting harder to reach your customers. You need more than just a presence. You need the experts at Conrex Digital. We craft websites that convert. We curate engaging content on social and blog channels. We generate quality leads through Google and Meta. We dominate your competition on streaming TV. Bold marketing, real results. Conrex Digital makes it happen. Visit conrexdigital.com. That's conrexdigital.com.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to you at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
1 week until the NFL draft. What are the latest mocks saying? We'll talk about it with John McClain at 5:15.
And we'll react to another round of play-in games in the NBA playoffs. The Blitz live from Novo Brewery at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA's play-in season continues. The Philadelphia 76ers punched their ticket to the postseason. They took Orlando down easily, making Philly a 7 seed. They're going to take on the Celtics Sunday at noon. Speaking of the Hornets, LaMelo Ball was fined $60,000 total for a couple of incidents that went on in their win against Miami. The Bam Adebayo, easy for you, $35K.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I love the new live sports centers.
Bam Adebayo. Easy for you to say. Shamalama ding dong. Down for the count.
Just say bam.
Bam. Bam. Bam. Think of the great Jay Howard from downtown. Bam. Or bang is what he say. Bang.
The Cowboys, who, again, we are 1 week away from draft day.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, who had the worst defense in the league by EPA per play, explosive plays allowed, points per drive, pretty much every metric, the Cowboys had the worst defense in football. But, you know, the reason why they were bad the year before was because they couldn't stop the run. That was the big knock, right?
That was the sole
the
problem.
cure-all. Yeah, it was the not being able to stop the run. Yeah, they've got to get a pass rusher. Rashawn Gary, Donovan Ezeracco, those are fine.
They're fine
players, but they are
serviceable linemen. Yes,
they are not game wreckers.
Need a war daddy.
You got rid of your game wrecker and did not replace him. And there's no point in discussing why or like the merits of if you should have done it or not. It's done. He's gone. And you can say, well, he would have torn his ACL. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's in the past now. You need to find the next guy like that. You need to find another Micah Parsons.
The sad thing is they're not.
No.
And they know they're not. So what do you do when you know that there's not even a semblance of what you had out there? Do you, take the next best and hope that he looks at least kind of like him? Or do you just go find the guys that can play the other positions and hope and know that I don't have to put together the 85 Bears defense for my team to be moderately successful. I don't need to do that. I just got to put a defense out there that'll hold the team to 20 points, 24 points, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I don't need greatness out of you. I just need solid average output. And we'll win 4 more games just because of that. So do you draft that way? Just knowing I just got to be average? Or do you go and attempt to trade up and go get stars? I don't know the answer. I just know that everything the Cowboys have done over the last decade has been wrong. So I'm like, go Costanza on this. Whatever you think you should do the other thing. Go opposite.
Yeah, well, so you're saying they should take offense.
Maybe. Well, I mean, no, I'm not saying that at all. You got to address the defense. But what I'm saying is, do you really need to trade up to go get a linebacker that might be the best middle linebacker to come out in 4 years? It might be 5 years.
Maybe.
But how much does that truly help you?
Well, I guess part of it is it's to be seen how important linebacker is in Christian Parker's system.
True. And that's the other thing that is the variable, right? I don't know what kind of defense other than it's going to be a 3-4. That's all I really know.
So what I understand is Maris Leofau is going to be playing outside linebacker in this system, which means that someone's got to play in the middle. And you've got the rest of your linebacker room is Overshown, who is
when healthy, good dude to have, but that's not very often.
And then Shamar James, who was a 5th rounder last year, very little play. There's just not a lot going on. But now you've got when do you take a linebacker? Do you because obviously if the trade thing doesn't happen, let's just take that off the table right now.
And they
let's say they've got
free agency.
They've got 12, 20, and then don't pick again until 92. So there's not really a middle linebacker you want to take at 12 or 20.
No, I don't think so, but I don't know if I have to. I think I could find a dude to be a bridge until I can get a guy that I like and go get a position or two. Maybe it's the edge. And maybe I'll kind of overdraft. Maybe I take a dude that's maybe 3 or 4 positions higher than he should have been, but he does fit what I need, and I can justify it. Maybe it's that way just to get that position. But I feel like if you're not comfortable with your cornerbacks, you got to get to the quarterback. It's one or the other. You either have to have cornerbacks that you feel like can cover.
But the Cowboys have neither.
That's what. Okay, so pick one. Pick the one, the direction you want to go, and go and get that.
I think because, so they brought in Jalen Thompson to play corner. They've got Malik Hooker. I feel like that's a respectable safety combo. Let's address cornerback now. You brought in Kobe Durant, who might or might not be able to play.
Well,
you don't know what Deron Bland is right now. I'm
going to. I'm glad you brought that up. Here's the typical Cowboy is to hope and pray that he's going to be okay, that he'll be back to what he was because we saw it. That's the way the Cowboys normally act, and they're going to let him hang around and try it, and it won't work. So address the vagaries.
That's what they did with Diggs for a long time, and it never came back.
Yeah, address them. If you don't think it's coming, don't do that. Again, go the opposite of what has failed you. The mistakes you have made have been because you've been in the same kind of mindset for a long time. Don't be afraid to fail and realize, look, Duran gave us enough, but it's over. It's over.
I would not be mad if the Cowboys, if they traded down. Like I know there's a lot of people talking about them trading up, like to try and get, if you trade out of 12 and you end up getting like 16 and a second round pick, or 16 and a second and a third round pick, I feel like the Cowboys just have so many holes to fill. This draft does not seem overloaded with superstar potential.
But I'll tell you, if you start reaching at average guys for average positions, you end up having 2 years, 3 years later where every one of those dudes is gone.
Yeah.
You kind of need to find somebody who's going to stick. And I don't care what position. Make it one less worry next year. Don't make it a thing where I got to worry about it again
someone
next
high
year.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to
True
stick.
that. No, you're absolutely right. There's the vagaries of the draft. But if you're going long shot and you're trading down – your history with the draft has only been spotty at best. You know what I mean? It hasn't been great, so you can't really trust your eye, especially at certain positions. I don't trust them to draft a defensive lineman hardly at all. They just don't seem to have an eye for it.
No, you're right.
So, I mean, go counter to that. If you don't got a good eye for it, go get those guys that other people have scouted and try it out so you have some modern tape on them. And then go where you are good. And they do have an eye for cornerbacks. They have found diamonds. So maybe that's where you go because I'm pretty good at finding those guys, whoever that scout is. I always fall to the fantasy football axiom that quantity never outdoes quality. Never. No. You never trade quantity, a bunch of average dudes for one great dude. You never take 4 average dudes and give up one great. And I still think it, for the most part, applies to the NFL in the real world. Not quite as much as fantasy, but just because you got a bunch of draft picks doesn't mean you're any better off.
No, you're right. But, I mean, you've got to add bodies. It's pretty clear that and this is the other thing. I'd be just kind of throwing some stuff against the wall and hoping that some of these guys are good. And especially in a new scheme, there's going to be turnover anyway. Like you're not going to have.
So if I told you you could go draft a starter, a 5-year starter, a 2-contract dude for your team, but it's not the position you were chasing. Like we could go find you a 5-year starter, outside weak side linebacker. Not necessarily what I need, but it would be one less worry. Or 3 dudes, 2 of which have a shot of making the team, 1 of which has a shot of maybe even grabbing half the starting playing time. But you got 3 dudes that can kind of fill in some gaps. Which would you go?
Right now, I think I'd go with the 3 dudes.
You'd go with the 3?
Yeah.
To me, I'm looking at, I got so many problems. I need to start checking things off my list that I don't need to worry about anymore. And if I can go find a guy that it's the vagaries of the draft, but he does turn out the way I see him. Not going to ever be a superstar. Might make some all-star selection votes for all-pro and whatever. But never, but I know he's going to be around for 5 years and will do his job.
I think I need someone, especially with again, you've done a full switch of what your style of defense is going to be. You need the defensive coordinators to say, this is the kind of player I need. And I know it might not be the sexiest thing, but I need a guy who does this job and find those guys. And
I'm in, but you run the risk of 2 years from now drafting those guys again.
Yeah,
and I just don't know if the Cowboys can do that.
You run that risk anyway. I mean, the Cowboys, the Cowboys are very hit and miss on drafting. Period.
For a team so bad at it, I don't know why they rely on it so much.
They do rely on it quite a bit.
More than any other team. They spend less in free agency than any other team in football over the last several years, and they don't draft particularly well. So I don't understand the mindset. That's why I'm kind of like, flip the script here. Let other teams do the scouting for positions that you're just not good at. Go free agent money that. But, and the positions that you're drafting, that you repeatedly seem to bring in the right guys, draft those guys. You seem to be good at it.
The last time the Cowboys traded up in the draft was 2012. They traded up with the Rams to get Morris Claiborne. at number 6. Before that, it was 2010. They traded up in the draft to get Des Bryant. Made a trade with the Patriots to get him.
And both of those worked out okay. Mo Claiborne wasn't long-term, but for a short term, he was pretty damn good.
But since 2012, they've moved down in the draft 3 times. First in 2013 to get Travis Frederick. They traded down to the 49ers.
Brilliant.
2021, they traded down in the draft with the Eagles to get Micah Parsons. That worked out. 2024, they moved down to trade with the Detroit Lions and get Tyler Guyton.
Seemed good.
Jury's
a good
out.
idea at the time.
Yeah, jury's.
You know what? You're showing me some successes here.
You know what? At least you traded down to get Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Tyler Guyton feels better when you didn't draft him. Where you could have.
You are showing some pretty. Those are all pretty good moves in hindsight.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do the Double Dong Challenge. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Football.
Oh, I got to tell you about the Gunslingers, the San Antonio Gunslingers, friends. They are back in action April 18th, 4 o'clock. That's this Saturday, 4 o'clock, taking on the Las Vegas Nighthawks. If you haven't been out to a game, you need to get out there and check it out. It is a fun time. It is great family atmosphere, and it's affordable. You try to take your kids, your wife, your 2 kids to an NFL game, good luck. You take out that second mortgage. It's not the case with the Gunslingers. You can go down, watch an IFL game, get behind a local squad here. Full contact, high-level athletes, big excitement, big hits, crazy catches, and you could be right on top of the action. I talk about it all the time. When Rob and I went, I'm literally talking to wide receivers, and it was just amazing that you can be that close to the action. And, guys, tickets are available now. Go get them. Go support the squad. SanAntonioGunslingers.com. You can get single games or full season packages, but get out there this Saturday, 4 p.m., the defending champion Las Vegas Nighthawks. Let's pack the Freeman. Let's make some noise. SanAntonioGunslingers.com.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
At Kohl's, spring style starts with the season's best shoe sale and continues with 15% off the rest of your looks. But with great outfits from Kohl's, what happens next is unexpected. Strangers ask where you shop. The breeze feels like it's blowing just for you. Your kids pose for photos willingly. Yep, great spring outfits can do that kind of thing. Find yours at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end April 26th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey, it's Tyler Reddick from 2311 Racing. Most slot games are a solo lap. Slot Masters on Chumba Casino puts you on the grid with 2 other players. Battle it out over a 2-minute run. Everyone's spinning at once, points stacking up, and the leaderboard updating before the clock hits 0. Are you ready to race? With over 200 casino-style games and new ones dropping every week, there's always something new to line up for. Join the fun at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in the state where it's legal to play.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915.
Texas Gun Shows brings you the largest gun shows in Texas, and this weekend they're coming to Round Rock. Open this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at Embassy Suites Round Rock Friday through Sunday, 270 Bass Pro Drive.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, man, Vic. Oh. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains?
It's been a minute since we've heard this one.
I know.
I was hoping we'd make it an hour.
Open your heart and your mind.
You know, we didn't play this for a couple weeks, and they didn't get their mailbox money.
Yeah.
They didn't
see?
get that 75-cent check.
Whoa. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you gonna let him hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know, things could change, things will go your way if you hold on. This would be better if we harmonized, Rob.
No, there's nothing.
Hold
Nothing that could make this any better.
Thank you, Vic.
In fact,
Yeah.
I didn't know it could be made worse.
Hold up for one more day.
I just got some good news in the break.
About what?
They're filming a new Ocean's movie.
Oh, really?
It's going to be Ocean's 11, but it's going to be a prequel, and it's going to star Margot Robbie and Bradley Cooper, and it will be it's set in the 1962 Monaco Grand Prix.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
The Ocean's movies are, except for the Ocean's 11 and 12 and 13, I guess. Mostly 11.
I didn't
it's one
see
of those
the last
movies.
one. Yeah.
You know, there was some of them that.
Yeah.
But the first one is one of those that no matter whatever part of the movie it's on, when I find it, I watch the rest of it.
I got to tell you, when I grow up, I want to be like George Clooney.
Don't we all, man?
He's like the coolest dude.
I don't know how he managed the cool quotient that he has over the years.
I wish I
has
had
maintained
that.
it.
He's got perfect hair.
Well,
He does.
Here's the story.
There's swagger. There's something about him that's like.
He lives on Lake Como with an international rights attorney who's drop dead gorgeous. 2 years ago,
And before he married her, he just plowed through all of society.
You name it. And then
Literally plowed.
I read the story, and I guess it's
like a
true,
farmer,
where he brought together his 14 best friends from West Virginia when he was growing up, and gave them all $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I saw
covered the
that.
taxes. Like, you were there for me when I needed it, and here I am for you. And just gave them the money and paid their taxes for it.
What a dude.
Yeah.
Man, that's the guy who knows
You
how
going to do
spend
that
his
to us,
money.
AJ, when you make it?
Yeah, when you
Or when you score that
no, it's when he's wounded in a
2,000
terrible industrial accident.
when you win that 2 million to 1 bet?
Yeah, if I land that, trust me, I'm going to take care of you.
Or when
guys.
you lose an arm in the oil rigs.
No,
Will
I'm
you
not-
take care of us then?
No. Then I'm going to have to sustain. I've got only if something.
You only got one. You don't have to buy one glove for the rest of your life. You'll have some extra money.
It's true.
Can I have the other glove?
Yeah, just give us the other glove. All those extra sleeves, we'll be able to do something with it.
Yeah. Piece it together, I'm sure. All right. Yesterday, the Double Dong Challenge, we had a winner. We had a single winner, a single dong yesterday.
Yeah, one dong.
Jake Berger did go yard, but I promised that I would give it away in the 7 o'clock hour, so I'll do that now. The Double Dong Challenge, where if you want to go see the Texas Rangers, you are going to call in. Vic is going to say, "Hey, who do you think is going to win? Get you the double dongs?"
Yeah.
And if you get it right, if you get one dong, you go to a Rangers game. If you get 2 dongs, we'll get you some premium tickets and a hotel stay, so you can make a weekend of it. So the Double Dong Challenge, brought to you by the Morning Huddle. That's the official sponsor of.
Nobody
the
bought
Double
into it
Dong
yet.
Challenge. No one else thinks this is a good idea except for us.
I'd go with the usual suspects.
To talk about dongs.
Peterson, maybe. Maybe he's seeing the ball lately. But I'd go with either Seager or Berger today.
Yes. So let's go with at 210-656-3776. I'm giving you warning. I'm about to give a number out right now. Caller number 14.
There you go.
You get to play the Double Dong Challenge.
Edwin's here today, so he'll be answering the
get
phone.
to work, Edwin.
Yeah.
Caller 14.
That took care of the delay.
Who's going to get the dong? SR says his political views, not so much. Yeah, I mean, listen, when you're a multimillionaire, you probably got different political
talking
views. Clooney.
Oh,
I don't even know what his political views are, to be honest. I don't really care.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't
He
care
just
about
got good hair.
I don't care about celebrities' political views.
Yeah.
Celebrities' votes only count as one. That's what I like to think. Okay, so He's got different political views than me. His vote counts once. All right.
Yeah. They're
good
all
actor.
rich.
You know,
Makes
they're
good movies.
like the greeter at Walmart. His vote counts the same as yours. Always remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Guys who eat their own boogers. Those guys.
Spalding.
Those guys' vote counts the same as yours.
Those are the guys that are all at jury duty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the guys that decide a lot of fate.
I told you guys somebody missed the toilet yesterday at an establishment that I went to.
Oh, my God.
All over the side of the toilet on the floor. You know whoever did that, guess what? Their vote counts the same as yours.
The same. And the guy who cleaned it up, his vote
counts the exact same as George Clooney. Although
you're not giving me any comfort, man. This isn't making me feel any better.
It shouldn't. Actually, that guy who cleaned up, I'm not sure that he has a vote.
I know. Is he? We don't know yet.
Not sure.
We have to verify.
We'll have to see his ID.
Could be an anchor baby.
One. Does he have one?
I'm sure he does. He's gainfully employed.
Yeah.
Gainfully
do we know
employed.
that for a fact?
No, I don't know anything for a fact.
A no-show job?
Yeah, I don't know anything for a fact. I'd make things up. All right. Coming up next.
There you go.
I got a little bit more football to talk. I got a little bit of I got some discussion about fifth-year options, guys. Who it's time to put up or shut up. Have they done enough to get paid? We'll talk about that. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We cleared one trouble spot on 281, southbound winding way. That wreck is cleared, left behind a little bit of a slow residual delay. And now a new trouble spot, 281 northbound Borgfeld. Left lane blocked with a crash. Stop and go from Stone Oak just occurred, so about 5-7 minute delay. 1604 northbound before New Gilbo, far west side of town. This wreck is causing a 25-minute delay back to Wiseman, right lane blocked. On 410 eastbound, that connector to northbound 35, road work has the connector ramp closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. With 10 extravagant items for $3 or less, Taco Bell's new Luxe Value menu is starting to feel utterly fancy, especially with its new chocolate fudge and caramel empanadas. Enjoy. Just don't let the Luxe go to your head. Price and participation varies for a limited time. Tax extra.
Here at Academy, we're putting the outdoors back in Academy Sports and Outdoors, especially for firearms and ammo. Whether you're punching paper at the range or heading to the field before sunrise, you'll find what you're looking for, and probably a few things you didn't know you needed. Trusted brands, tons of options, and undefeatable prices. Right now, get up to $50 off select Glock firearms through April 19th. Academy, fun can't lose. Age restrictions apply. Remember to always keep it safe.
At the Home Depot, we have all your appliance answers. And with Spring Black Friday savings, you can get up to 40% off, plus free delivery on select brands like GE Profile. Simplify your day and get the GE Profile all-in-one washer dryer with a quick 90 minutes wash and dry time. Now available in multiple color options. And a fridge with hands-free autofill that fills your cup perfectly while you prep for your day. Shop Spring Black Friday savings and get free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more right now at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 9th through April 29th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers fell to the A's yesterday, 6-5. Everybody wearing number 42 for Jackie Robinson. The Astros, well, they beat Colorado 3-1. They're going to wrap up the series tonight at 7 o'clock in Houston. Spencer Arrighetti gets the W. Looks like the Live Series could be dead. We'll talk about it today.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8 o'clock on the Morning Huddle. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Time to make some decisions. Teams are on the clock with your 2023 first-round picks. And basically you have most of these teams they wait till the draft ends and then they start to think about these windows, but some of them have gotten to it a little bit early. Now, the collective bargaining agreement that they did during COVID kind of changed some things. Now the fifth-year salary is fully guaranteed. The player's fourth-year base salary will also become fully guaranteed at the time the option year is picked up if it already wasn't. So
it's another way that the NFL is slowly going to guaranteed consistent
does
contracts.
seem kind of that way, although they don't want to be there.
No, but this is one of those ways that the players are forcing the issue.
Yes. Option year salaries are no longer tied to where a player was drafted. Used to be if you were top 10 or outside the top 10, that's how it got worked. Originally, if the top 10 picks was the transition tender, which was the average of the 10 highest salaries, players selected outside the top 10, the fifth-year salary was the average of the 3rd through 25th highest salaries at a player's position. Now it's performance-based. So if you get 2 or more Pro Bowl selections on the original ballot, not just like
you get invited because somebody was sick.
Yeah. Not like Spencer Rattler is he's a Pro Bowler this year somehow. No, you've got then it becomes the fifth-year salary is the franchise tender, which is the average of those 5 highest. And if one Pro Bowl gets you a fifth-year salary at the transition tender, and participating in a certain amount of plays gets you basically it is performance, which I think should be.
It's good for both.
All right, let's look at some of the guys from that 2023 draft class. Now, they have said out loud, the Panthers have said they are going to use the fifth-year option on Bryce Young.
They have to.
$25.9 million is what it's going to cost them.
That's actually low end.
I will say this. At least with Bryce Young, you see he is trending towards being a capable NFL quarterback. Do I ever think Bryce Young is going to be a top 10 quarterback in the league? I would bet money he will not be.
No, but you know who he is, and he is the devil you know. And the devil you don't a lot of times is worse.
The Texans had the second pick and the third pick in that 2023 draft.
One of those is a no-brainer. Will Anderson, welcome to the long-term contract as fast as we can give it to you.
They've already picked up the fifth-year option on both of them. Mm-hmm. A contracted extension in 2026. We're talking about for C.J. Stroud here, and his fifth-year option is $25.9 million as well.
No-brainer.
I don't know if it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, it really is considering where they are. I'm not saying it's a brilliant move, but this is the room they decided to live in, so this is it.
While Bryce Young has steadily progressed since his first year.
Has he?
Yeah, Bryce Young.
Oh, I'm thinking CJ. Yes,
CJ Stroud has done the
plateaued.
opposite.
Yeah, he's plateaued. So, but they're both at the same place. It's just they got
he
here
hasn't
different
plateaued.
ways.
He's regressed.
Yeah, the
He's
last 2 games we
worse.
saw him, they were literally the worst he played all year. So, again, this is both those teams. They're dancing with who brung them, and I don't blame them one bit. Now, the next time these two guys are talking contract, it's going to be an entirely different conversation.
Well, that's the thing. Are you willing to have discussions today or before this season? Let's say that. Are you willing to have a discussion with CJ Stroud about a $50 million a year contract?
Absolutely not. No,
I'm not either.
No, you get what you earned. You're going to get $25 million for being an NFL starter. Now you've got to go earn the star money. This is the contract. This is the time where you go become what we thought you were going to become. And if you don't, goodbye.
Will Anderson, his fifth-year option was $21.5 million. Nobody questioned whether or not he was going to get that fifth-year option picked up, but he is very likely to get taken care of before the season starts next year.
What exactly? So we know that Cleveland, he's getting paid the most, right?
So the highest deal is Micah Parsons. Remember, he got 4 years, 186.
Well, I'm not paying him that much, but we're getting real close.
I think they're going to pay him that much. I think they'll probably pay him more than that. I think he'll
Well, I guess I have to do the economics of every year it adds, but he's worth it. There's no question. That's the good news that the Texans have. They have one sure thing.
And it is Will Anderson. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. The fourth pick was Anthony Richardson. He will not be getting a fifth-year option, fifth contract year. They will not pick that up. Remember, the Colts said, hey, you can go ahead and look for a trade.
Feel free.
Good luck.
Man, you play in the wrong position. You need to be a safety.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it too late to change?
The fifth pick was Devin Witherspoon of the Seahawks, the cornerback. They did pick up his fifth-year options, $21.2 million, and they want to get his deal done this offseason. They want to keep him long-term. So I'm not going to go through all of these guys, but I'm going to go through some of the interesting ones. The eighth pick was Bijan Robinson. His fifth-year option was $11.32 million. Of course, they exercised that. Now the question becomes, do you want to extend Bijan now?
Yes. He'll be cheaper now. He's going to be cheaper now.
Okay, but running back, the money on running backs isn't that much. More important to me is getting him through another healthy season because, like you said, or like we said at the beginning of this, now when you pick up that fifth-year option, the fourth and fifth year are all guaranteed money.
It's okay.
For a guy who might not be on the field.
Yeah, but 12, 13 million, whatever that number is, it's worth it because what he brings to the table is worth the money.
It says Bijan Robinson is likely to be looking to eclipse the $20.6 million per year in the 2-year, $41.2 million extension Saquon Barkley received. That's the range he'll be in.
That's tall cotton, but yes, he's too valuable to this team not to let him walk because new coach, new ideas, you got to keep something steady, and he's that.
Okay. Ninth pick, Jalen Carter of the Eagles. Fifth-year option, $27.12 million. Now, the Eagles always like to sign their guys early. But Jalen Carter missed almost half the season last year. The truth is he's going to get probably 30-something million a year. He's going to get legit big-time money. It's a question of when do they want to pay it?
He's one of those guys that when on the field, he's worth every penny.
Oh, no doubt. But he hasn't been on the field as much.
There's both the physical issues and then there's the mental issues. I mean, he's not. He hadn't been the best teammate, and he's certainly done some dumb things on the field. But straight up talent, you don't let him leave.
Yeah,
you just can't let him go. But I do temper it with some sort of You're gonna have to act better.
12th pick, Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs. Fifth-year option, $14.3 million.
Boy.
And Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be in the same conversation as Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson on the money he gets because that's the level that he's played at. And Dan Campbell, there's people saying Dan Campbell may have cost his team some money by saying that Gibbs isn't just a running back, he's an offensive weapon. So maybe Gibbs says, well, I want to be paid like that. I don't want to be paid like a running back. I want to be paid like a guy you're sending out to catch passes.
You know, he outlasted. They were running back tandem there for a couple of years. Who was the other kid?
Swift.
Outlasted him. I just feel like I could find what he does someplace else for a little bit less. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now I fall back to he was the right guy in the right place at the right time. I'm not sure that. Well, no, Gibbs has been good all the way through, but he's getting on the upper edge of the. Yeah, they're going to pay him.
I think so, too.
I was trying to find a way out of it, but looking at that, where Campbell is with his team, they got to ride this pony another year.
Patriots picked 17. They took Christian Gonzalez. His fifth-year option's 18.2. Mike Vrabel's already said they're going to pick that up, and they will likely want to get a contract extension done before Seattle does Witherspoon's contract.
Quarterback loves him?
No, I'm talking about the cornerback, Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, Vrabel loves him. He's their best defensive player. They're going to want to keep him around.
So it looks like most are going to be most teams seem to be relatively happy or should be with the dudes they've got.
Jackson Smith and Jigba was the first. He was the 20th pick. He was the first player in that draft to get a contract extension. 4 years, $168.6 million.
He's okay if you like that.
Yeah, it turned out to be pretty good. That is a wide receiver record, $120+ million in guarantees, where $69 million, was fully guaranteed at signing. Good for him. 22nd pick that year was Quentin Johnston, the Chargers wide receiver.
Who?
Exactly. Now, it looked like a disaster the first year they took him, and then he's been better since. Back-to-back seasons now with 50 receptions, 700 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns.
How much is the extension worth for him?
I mean, that's going to be the question. The fifth-year option would be $18 million if they choose to pick it up. So I think a lot of that's going to be on how Mike McDaniel feels about Quentin Johnston when he gets there.
I'm concerned for his long-term future with the Chargers.
Zay Flowers, he will get his option picked up by the Ravens, and they will. Man, I don't know what kind of money he's getting. Zay Flowers going to get.
Man, they need him.
It says here that he's likely to get Garrett Wilson type money, which was 4 years, $130 million. So
yeah,
and then Jordan Addison of the Vikings says Vikings are exercising his fifth-year option, but they're going to wait on a contract extension because of the off-field issues.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, so that does make some sense. The Bills have already picked up the option on Dalton Kincaid, and he got an extension, $13 million a year back in 2022. So we'll see if he could stay healthy is always the question. And I guess that's the Cowboys didn't have a first rounder that year. So
Kincaid seems like he's been in the lead longer than that.
He does, yeah. No, he does feel that way, but no, he's a younger guy. Nolan Smith of the Eagles. Jalen Phillips leaving in free agency may get him a fifth-year option. He's been okay. Not sure he's been great, but they'll probably get an option done with him and see what happens after that. But, yeah, the Cowboys, that was the year they didn't have a first-round pick. I forgot about that. I was going to get to them, but they didn't have to worry about it that year. Didn't have to worry about blowing their pick that year, right?
They were so good the year before. They didn't need it.
Yeah, that's the way I like to look at it. Yeah, they were just so dominant. All right, we got who was our who was our winner for the Double Dong Challenge today? Who's our guy, our contestant?
I'll tell you right now.
I know Brandon Nimmo
Kevin
is
Rowe.
his select. Kevin Rowe went with Brandon Nimmo.
He went outside of the box.
I like it. It's a good move. I like changing things up a little bit.
It's like the world according to Garp. Those guys just hit home runs, so their chances of doing it again are pretty slim.
That does make sense. All right.
Strategery.
Who wants to go to the Gunslingers Nighthawks game? I got a family 4-pack for somebody. That's this Saturday, 4 p.m., Gunslingers against the defending champion Vegas Nighthawks. Let's go with caller number 7, 210-656-3776. You'll be headed to the Freeman to watch the Gunslingers on Saturday. All right, we'll talk some hoop on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you have a bunch of empty plastic bottles in your trash right now, even if you're recycling them? Do you have a bunch of water bottles in your house? It's 2026. If you're buying water, you need to go invest in a water treatment system, so you don't need to do that no more. I haven't had to because I've had a Connecticut for years. The water coming out of my faucet is as clean, pure, and perfect as any bottled water you're going to buy, and I don't got to buy it. That's why I'm so happy to have a Connecticut, because it's been taking care of me, my house, my family, my pets for as long as I've had this house and the house I had before that and the house I grew up in. All have had a Connecticut water softener because they just work. And for those of them chasing the very best and always thought that would be too much, Connecticut is perfectly affordable. The warranty that comes along with it, well, I would tell you it's good. I wish I could tell you I've used it. I've never had to use my warranty. Look, it's time to go get yourself the very best water softener on the market, and there's a gift for you. A reversed osmosis drinking station, a K5 drinking station on your sink. They've got the decor to match yours, and you'll never have to buy another water bottle again. Call 656-PURE. Go to ConnecticutSA.com. Go get the very best. Come on by and thank me later.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or alawyerforus.com.
Help, Mother's Day's almost here and I have nothing for Mom.
Relax, sis. Just shop JTV. I already got Mom a gorgeous gold bracelet.
JTV, like jewelry, television, isn't that
amazing? Yes. They have thousands of gift and jewelry ideas, and their prices are unreal.
Okay, but how unreal are we talking?
Right now, new customers get $20 off your purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com. Use code DEAL20 now.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Because I'm the mean sister.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is Bring Your Appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
You can have whatever you like. Hey, you can have whatever you like. Woo! Tell him, Vic. Patron on ice. I'll tell you what, man. Hip-hop sure did a lot for Patron.
Right?
For like a very mid-level alcohol. It became like, people think it's top shelf because they sing about it in rap songs.
I like Patron.
It's like a mid-grade tequila, but they make it sound like it's
But everybody had to have their tequila, and they didn't have their own, so they had to grab Patron.
Yeah, it's just
guess that's
affordable. It's affordable, I guess, right?
I like Patron White.
$50, right? Is that
but my ranch waters, there's Patron in that.
Oh, okay.
Like hip hop did this for Cristal at one point. And Cristal is great champagne, and it's delicious. It is.
Yeah.
But they made it like a desired brand.
It's about $100 a bottle. Or more?
Oh, more than that. Yeah.
Okay.
And Hennessy obviously has gotten the hip hop boost.
Yeah.
But Patron also, like, I don't know, but I feel like I could probably name 20 tequilas better than Patron, but it's like the most famous brand.
Well, when I was growing up, it was Jose Cuervo.
I know, yeah, and that
was just because of a song.
That was the only brand of tequila people knew before Patron came around was Jose.
Cuervo, yeah.
So
Jose
anything
Cuervo.
was a step up.
You're right. I'll give you Patron is a step up.
By the time.
So what's a top-notch tequila?
I mean,
there's 50.
They're like craft brands though. They're not like. There's not a mass-marketed great tequila, I don't think.
But I drink my share of Patron. I really do. That is, when I hear that, I'm like, that's
Patron's is good. It's like Patron's to me is the equivalent of Tito's vodka.
Oh,
like
there we go.
It's a good vodka. It's usually
popular.
available.
It's
they
popular,
usually got it. But I feel like it's a little. I don't hear much rap about Tito's.
But it also is easy to say. You can't like throw out in Don Julio. You can't just put that in a song.
It's hard to work into a song. You're right.
Nah, you can't rhyme it. That's funny. Woo!
You can get whatever you like, though.
Yeah.
What's the Azul? Class
A Azul.
That's another.
Good
That's
stuff.
I have a bottle of that, never opened. It's too good for me.
Yeah, El Tesoro.
Don't have
delightful. Oh, El Tesoro. Oh. The key to tequila is
I don't like tequila. It gives me a headache.
Ooh, what? No.
That's why I like vodka.
Tequila gets me pregnant. Hey. Yeah. No, I love tequila. I love good tequila. I love good mezcal.
Oh, there you
smoky
go.
for me. That's the cool thing now.
Yeah.
Mezcal
I'm
is the
cool
IPA
guy.
of the tequila world.
I'm a cool guy, though, Rob.
You know, people who drink mezcal is like drinking an ashtray to me sometimes. It's too smoky.
That's how Scotch tastes to me. Blech.
Well, Scotch tastes like the earth.
Yeah, Scotch is that's another level.
It tastes like the earth.
Tastes like earth with in an ashtray is what
Oh,
it tastes like.
I'm not man enough to drink Scotch on the regular.
I ain't that kind
I don't care how old it is. I'm not touching it.
I like good old bourbon. I'm an American. I like bourbon. I like rye.
Yeah.
I like corn and I like rye. It's corn.
Sweet bourbons, baby.
Everybody loves corn. Did you see what Carlos Ulberg? We talked about him. He was the guy who became the light heavyweight champion, UFC light heavyweight champion last week when he knocked out Yuri Prochazka despite blowing out his ACL in the middle of the fight. Well, he said initially after winning, the plan was to not have a drink. Now, mind you, he's from New Zealand. Okay, and Carlos, this fight was in Miami. Carlos Ulberg, who's here from New Zealand, Carlos Ulberg is also like a former professional model, like a very, very handsome man who happens to be great at violence and just had the best night of his professional life and happens to be in Miami. And his plan was to not have a drink after he won. But he said that was the plan, and he said, but you know how those things go, right? First, someone gives you some champagne to celebrate. Then one thing leads to another, and you're doing shots. He said he hadn't been to the hospital yet to get his injury checked out, even though he knew what was going on. And he said, I didn't want to be carrying the belt around, so I think it's still there at the apartment somewhere.
Oh, great.
But I've lost the belt. He says, I lost my title belt while he was drunk. So he's limping around Miami with
never gonna get that back.
I don't think that's coming
gone.
back.
That's a fantasy football award now.
He says one of the boys probably has it in bed with him, which is possible.
No, it's in a pawn shop.
But when if you get that lit up, chances are good that thing you ain't gonna find its way back to you.
See, what happened was
It's gone.
Imagine, like I said, you're a handsome professional athlete from New Zealand. You're in Miami. You just win your
What's this
first
guy's name
title.
again?
Carlos Ulberg, Ulberg.
That doesn't sound Kiwi.
And you're just gonna. I'm not gonna have any drinks, mate. I'm just gonna play chill. I doubt it.
Carlos, how do you say it again?
Ulberg.
Oh, he looks like that felon.
Like the handsome mugshot guy? Yeah, he does look like that kind of.
Like him.
Yeah, but he was like a professional model, professional rugby player. It's like, of course he's going to go party and get laid and act a fool in Miami.
Dumbass.
You lost your UFC championship belt.
Yeah, that's in a pawn shop.
I've lost the belt, bro. I don't know where it could be. I mean,
don't we have a Fury fight coming?
Tyson Fury,
Isn't there one around a bend, like,
on Netflix, I believe.
the next
Might be
couple
next
weeks?
weekend.
I think it's soon.
Yeah, we may be running up on that. Might be running up on that. He doesn't get too drunk and lose the belt, but I don't think anybody's going to take it from him.
Cares.
Well, he doesn't have the belt anymore. Alexander Usyk does. But yeah, Carlos Ulberg he tore his ACL, got drunk, and lost the belt.
Sounds Mexican.
Well, no.
Well, that would have been stole the belt.
Yeah. I don't know. We always have problems.
Partied so hard that he lost the
He
belt.
lost the
What a
belt.
power move, man. They called Dana. Hey, mate, I'm sorry.
It's in my chick's car. It's in my chick's car.
I mean, you only hold on to those belts for it seems like one match.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Tyson Fury fight was this last weekend.
Oh, it's already happened?
Yeah. That shows
I guess he won.
Dude, I'm telling you, they were like giving away tickets.
How did I guess it was because on Netflix. How did I not know about this?
I don't know.
Giving away tickets, you say?
Yeah, they were giving away tickets. 5 million people watched the fight on Netflix.
Oh. Wow. Well, that won't happen again.
Nope.
I guess he did win.
Yeah.
Knockout or decision?
Let's see. Yeah, it says he dominates. I don't know. It says Tyson Fury and Conor Benn delivered underwhelming performances in their Netflix doubleheader. Fury won a near shutout, 120-108, 119-109, 119-109.
Seriously, man. He won by 3 rounds.
And that guy he was fighting, Arslanbek Makhmudov, he's been knocked out a couple times by guys who are way worse than Tyson Fury. So, and then
the Rousey Carano's next, right?
that is coming up.
Ooh, can't wait to see that one.
Yeah.
Are we excited about this?
I don't know. It's
I am.
like every washed out UFC fighters on that card.
It feels like an old folks mission. Like let's let all the old dudes come out and play for a day.
Yeah, I just want to see I just like Carano.
Yeah, Tyson Fury's. Well, you like her because she's in Star Wars,
right? Yeah,
but I don't.
The Mandalorian. Yeah, not anymore. But
she hasn't fought in so long.
Yeah,
she actually fought a former training partner of mine, and that's the first person to beat her. Was Cyborg Santos, Santos is the girl that I sparred with, and I tried to go light because it was a woman, and then she beat my ass in sparring, knocked me down.
Did you have a helmet on?
No.
Oh, okay.
But with big gloves, she knocked me down, put me on my ass, and I was like, the first time it happened, I said, oh, I must have slipped.
Was she Jessica Jones?
So I got up, and I went back to it, and she knocked me down again. And then when she knocked me down the second time, I put my hand to get up, and my hand gave out from under me. This woman about knocked me out.
Oh, did your wife file for divorce?
She should have. She should have left me on the spot.
Married a wimp.
Should have left me on the spot. But it just goes to show some of these women are bad.
And she's over there talking to Oldberg.
If I was new to the fight game, and you were like, all right, you're going to spar with this woman, and she whipped my ass.
You would quit fighting?
I'd get up and leave because it's not going to get any better. That was, I mean, if you won't even let me fight men yet, and the woman kicked my ass, what's it going to be like when I fight a dude?
Yeah,
I'm done, man. I'm out.
You'll be on TikTok for about a month on that one.
No, I'm going to leave before TikTok shows up.
Netflix said that Netflix tweeted, "It's happening. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua this autumn from the UK live on Netflix."
Well, let's hope Anthony chooses his proper headdress. Let's just hope he just comes out in shorts.
And then Anthony Joshua said, Tyson, you're a clout chaser. I've never had no problem getting to the ring with you. I punched you up when we were kids, and after watching you here tonight, I'll punch you up again.
Good.
Oh, wow.
He's going to meet the captain and Tennille.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm the boss. You work for me. I'm the landlord. Remember that. This is what Anthony Joshua said. Okay.
All right.
This is one of those fights that should have happened 5 years ago.
Lots of deep thoughts going on between those guys.
It should have happened about 5 years ago. I feel like Tyson Fury, like we've seen the best. Once you retire and
that's it, right?
Well, once you have a reality
you're
series,
never going to come back the same.
And he has a reality series like Keeping Up with the Furies or whatever it is. Like, no, it's over.
Oh, that's dumb.
All right.
Wait a minute. He's like a gypsy, right?
The Gypsy King. That's his nickname. Yeah.
At least he's interesting.
I don't know. Is gypsy a
I think that's a negative term. I think he is. They're called Romane.
But he calls himself the Gypsy King.
I think they can say it. We can't.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, I think is it Romane? Is that what they call themselves?
I don't know.
Can you say gypsa?
That would be a bunch of them.
GK?
Like, what can I say? What can I say that, like, it's not offensive if I say...
well, that's what he calls himself.
I know.
You have to say it. That's what
I'm going to say it. If Tyson says it's okay to say it, I'm going to say it's okay to say it.
Yeah. You might get your ass kicked. Yeah, Romane or the Roma. Yeah,
okay.
That's the proper.
What are Bohemian? Aren't they kind of gypsies also?
Well, Bohemian's more of a German thing.
Or Czech.
Yeah, it's in that part of the world, and that's more of a free thinking. It's not an entirely different society.
The Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah. My mom is of the Bohemian descent.
That's the German Alps and then the Czech and all that.
Yeah. So I guess that means I am. So that technically I'm a gypsy.
A person that is often considered an artist, a writer, or a musician.
You're a gypsy?
Who lives an unconventional nomadic lifestyle.
That like me.
Taken from the 19th century French term for the Roma people, which goes back to the gypsies.
You live in a mobile cart that a horse pulls?
A camper van.
Yeah.
A camper van. Like
what do they call them?
They don't Snatch.
What do they call? They're called. They don't call them campers. What's the term for those things?
No, like in Peaky Blinders, like the wagons. There we go.
No, what was it?
We need to go get a. What is it?
What did they call them?
Somebody on the brigade bar will tell us.
It was what they like the
a caravan.
Caravan.
Yeah. Get a caravan.
I need a caravan from a mom.
Caravan.
Caravan from a mom.
With your mom.
You need a caravan.
And here I'm with me son.
That movie Snatch is so great.
Guy Ritchie, he shot his wad in that movie. That was about the best he ever did. But that was a good one.
Was good. He did recently did I've heard it's very good too.
Every movie's the same. So the first one was the best. Like Smoking Aces, didn't he do that one?
Yeah.
They all are the same kind of fast cut.
Apparently the Guy Ritchie King Arthur movie is supposed to be very good.
I've seen it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll watch that.
Not your typical.
And didn't he do the Sherlock Holmes movie with it had
with Robert Downey?
It had Iron Man, yeah.
I don't know about that.
I believe he did. And Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking
That's
Barrels
the
is
other
one of my favorites. That's
all
old
those
school.
three are the same kind of movie.
That goes old school. All right.
Didn't Guy Ritchie marry Madonna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time.
Look what it did to him.
There was a time. Okay. Let's take a brief intermission. We need a break from sports. We're going to talk some non-sports stuff on the other side. We'll have some fun. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We just cleared one of our trouble spots on 281 southbound Winding Way. That wreck is cleared. Now 281 northbound Borgville, we're getting reports that this is a rollover accident. Got the left lane and left shoulder blocked for now. Stop and go from Stone Oak Parkway. 1604 northbound before New Gilbo. This wreck in the right lane. That's a 25-30-minute delay. Stop and go from Petranco. On 151 westbound at Petranco, get reports of some debris in the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. New crispy chicken crunch wrap sliders at Taco Bell. With all white meat nuggets and your choice of creamy chipotle or jalapeno honey mustard inside. One's a snack, more's a meal. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time while supplies last.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch.
There's a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club, available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Arasti, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
If you've been injured in an accident, you know there's no shortage of attorneys who want your business. But when it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years. We've successfully represented thousands of injured Texans, earning over 12,000 5-star reviews on Google. So, who is the right attorney for you? Just look at the numbers. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
1 week until the NFL draft. What are the latest mocks saying? We'll talk about it with John McClain at 5:15.
And we'll react to another round of play-in games in the NBA playoffs. The Blitz live from Novo Brewery at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the play-in tournament continues. The Warriors exited the Clippers 126-121. Steph had 35, but the story of the night was Draymond Green's defense on Kawhi. The 76ers, they punched their ticket. They beat Orlando. They're going to take on the Boston Celtics on Sunday at noon. Oh, the Astros won a game 3-1 over the Colorado Rockies. Spencer Adighetti takes the win.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey! Hello, everybody. I take whatever I want. I want you. Netflix has hiked their price again.
Yep.
And people are pissed.
Well, they're not going to not pay.
Well, Netflix has sparked a mass cancellation wave.
Well, how are you going to get to see the Tyson Fury fights?
I don't know.
If you don't have Netflix.
They longtime subscribers say they finally canceling after years of rising costs. They raised prices across all plans this month. Its premium tier is now $27 a month plus local sales tax. Ad-supported option is $9.
Yep.
And apparently a lot more people than ever have said, this is the last straw. I'm done. This is where I draw the line.
It's kind of like the people that say, I'm not watching basketball anymore because of the politics or the football. Yeah, they're still watching. I don't think you leave Netflix. I think you go away for a month and go, oh, what am I missing?
It says, one guy says, I'm done with the constant price hike. After years of loyalty, I'm out. I've canceled my subscription. Another one said they said, I've been a Netflix consumer for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Started streaming with them in 2007, but I am done.
I did the DVDs.
They said they also had to cancel Disney Plus, Hulu, Paramount Plus, and Peacock because of similar price increases. Now, there has been a thing like where there was a time when it made fiscal sense
to cut the cord.
And now it's like, I don't know. I mean, when you add everything up,
now we got to cut that too.
Well, you look at it's funny how the cable companies like Spectrum, they kept what they were doing basically the same, and they went the other direction. They started offering discounts on other services like Wi-Fi, cell phone service to keep you around. So you're still paying a fair amount, but you're saving money with your cell phone. Well, Netflix just got in where the cable companies used to be. They're just going to keep jacking the prices till they finally lose all their customers. They're going to have to find another alternative revenue stream. But it's getting to the point where those people, and I know, and I don't purport to, I'm not endorsing, nor do I claim to own one, but those magic boxes I hear are pretty nice.
I've heard so as well.
I've heard tell from the underground that those boxes.
Yeah, so my buddy of mine has
that.
one.
I have people very near and dear to me.
I know
that live less than
I know a friend
a foot or two from me that have these magic boxes. Well, that's no longer a problem.
Somebody said so if you add it up, it said some pointed out the premium plan now works out at $360 a year.
Good God!
And they say I just can't justify paying $30 a month. A recent survey by SQ Magazine found that 62% of U.S. streaming subscribers cited rising prices as their top frustration with it. The average U.S. household has around 6 streaming subscriptions.
Easily, yeah.
And spends, on average, $109 a month on video services. And that was the thing. When cable got to be over $100 a month, that's when people were like, I'm out. I'm out. But when you add it all up, but now if you get cable, now you're missing out on Netflix and all these things. So it's, I don't know. I'm with you. That magic box sure does.
I hear tell those things are real nice.
It works
Just
out.
Saying.
Wow.
There is a way around.
You can get them on Amazon, right?
You actually can.
Yeah.
But you have to have an Amazon Prime subscription.
Oh, that's funny. And if you share your account with people outside the household, you still have to pay. The extra member fees have risen to $6.99 or $9.99 if you're an ad-free user.
I did that to my son when he moved to Austin. He uses a login on 2 devices there, and I just pay an extra $6.
Have you ever had? No, there'll become a time when you're sharing your login with your kids, and then you go to turn on your app, and it's sorry, not enough room.
Yeah,
like,
that happened. That did happen. That did happen before. But
everybody getting disconnected right now.
Yeah.
As soon as you change that password, the phone rings. But that.
Yeah, or the text.
Hello.
Like, hey, did you change your password?
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
I did. Called Get Your Own.
Yeah.
Type that in.
No, but ever since I paid the extra for the 2 users, I haven't had that problem yet. But
what you do is when they ask for the new password, just send them a Venmo request.
Yeah. What's this?
I don't understand. Well, you're about to. It's Netflix is one of those things that if you don't have the magic box, it is hard to go without because there is a lot of stuff on there that is.
I like The Witcher.
I like a lot of stuff on Netflix.
There's something new pretty much every week, and you can't say that for every one of the streaming services. Prime's pretty close.
No, I like Netflix because the whole season is there when it's
Yeah,
released.
they're good about. There's been a few where
It's
they've
not-
dropped them slow, but for the
Oh,
most
okay.
part, they're
Yeah.
really good about giving it all to you at once.
Yeah.
Except that. That's why I like the Magic Box.
Yeah, I mean it's real easy
hear
for me
tell.
to say like, oh, I mean, again, I have the Magic Box, but if like until I got that Magic Box, I still had Netflix. Like,
Well, you know, the thing is, I'm probably going to keep Netflix for when I'm traveling, because that's the one problem with the boxes. You got
to take the box with you.
Got to bring
right?
it with you, but it doesn't help your phone.
Oh.
So there's a guy. This is a different story. There's a guy. You know what? I guess we gotta take a break. I'm gonna get to a guy who, an online influencer who had a bad day yesterday.
Did you see this guy?
Yeah,
Oh
we'll talk
my
about
God.
that. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Let's go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just found out about this guy, Clavicular.
Is he talking? When I saw that, is he named after his clavicle?
I don't know. I've only found out about him recently. His name's Braden Peters. He goes by Clavicular. He's an influencer and streamer. And he said, just got home. That was brutal. All of the substances are just a cope, trying to feel neurotypical while being in public. But obviously, that isn't a real solution.
Neurotypical. What the hell are you talking about? I wanted to be neurotypical.
So what he is this dude who he promotes something called looks maxing, which is focused on maximizing your physical attraction, which the trend ranges from grooming to things such as bone smashing using a hammer to enhance your facial features, which he himself has advocated doing.
Do you do it to yourself, or do you hire somebody to hit you with a hammer?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I want to hit him with a hammer.
I would like to hit him with a hammer too. He's also talked about height maxing, which he's like, when you are with a girl, like you always, like if you wear, so he always says you should wear height enhancing shoes.
Should be taller than the average female.
Yeah, so like you wear shoes that have like
lifts in them?
3-inch lifts on them.
Even if you're already tall?
Even if
be taller?
even if you're already tall. But then when you get a girl home, it's good to have like a path to and from the bathroom or whatever where you can walk on things and you still maintain the appearance that you're tall while she's in bed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How's this working for him?
Well, it didn't work out well yesterday where he apparently
amped out on X.
Yeah, he apparently overdosed on meth.
Oh, it was meth.
Yeah, is what it looks. That's what it says here. Now he has said that he's done meth before, and it's in small doses. It's good for you.
Oh, it's good for you.
Yeah, but what he was really upset about was the worst part of tonight was my face descending from the life support mask because he had like some scrapes on his face, and that's what he was really worried about. Like, oh, my face is worse.
What's it called? What's it called?
Looks maxing.
Looks maxing
with 2 X's. Yes. Are you gonna go through some tips?
I'm just trying to learn something today.
Yeah, it's good to.
It emerged out of the 2010s from the incel movement. That's not surprising.
Yes. He got mad because some interviewer asked him if he was an incel or identified as an incel, and he was like, "In fact, I'm the opposite of an incel."
All right, brother.
Yeah, man.
Whatever gets you moving. I hope the next round of bone smashing goes well for you.
I don't know. It's some common techniques. Soft maxing is lifestyle, grooming, or skincare. Hard maxing is surgical procedures. You need to have, and you have to align your jawline a certain way. You need to have, your jaw is probably not going to work out with looks maxing. You're not maxed out yet. Facial symmetry.
I'm maxed out, brother.
And you
maxed out is long past.
You can improve your facial symmetry through sleeping posture. So that's
why I sleep on my face.
Yeah, and there's some certain things you're going to need to eat. You're going to need to do your eyebrows a certain way.
Is he hetero?
Apparently, he says he is.
Is he on our team or the other team?
So he says he's on our team. Now, mewing is something that you're going to have to do.
I know what mewing is.
Where you keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, I've heard about this. Where it works, it affects your cheeks.
If you keep your tongue on the top of your mouth.
It's kind of what I had to do when I blew my tooth out of my head.
It makes your jaw look stronger.
It's working already, I can tell.
And you've got to have a V-taper. You need to make sure
I have the inverted T-paper.
You need to have the right haircut for your face shape. You also need to maintain tidy eyebrows and whiten your teeth.
I'm in trouble. What about nose hair? Is that a problem?
Yeah,
can I keep my nose hair?
That is not a good
thing.
What
about an extravagant amount of ear hair?
That's also not preferred. Also not preferred.
They're just not doing it. Right.
You got to get rid of some of these flaws. So you need to, and you also need to do a lot of facial exercises.
Lip ups.
Yeah. Fake chew.
Been doing some face kegels.
It's powerful thing. So now after an overdose.
This guy's famous.
Yeah, apparently so. But he abruptly ended a live stream and had a brutal hospitalization, is what he called it. He's also in trouble because apparently he shot an alligator on live stream like pretty recently in Florida, and now they're gonna come after him for that. But there's another story that's out right now from what Looksmaxing says about modern masculinity. It says young men and boys are turning to physical transformations to assert dominance and self-mastery. And that I don't know. There are. I'm not here to judge anybody's lifestyle. You know, you do your own thing, but I don't know. Like, maybe go learn how to do something cool. Like, spend your time learning how to play the guitar, or learning how to throw a football. So
there are things that I don't even try to understand. I'm going to just let that fly by.
Yeah.
You go do what you do. I'm sure there were people of my generation that were doing the same things, but we didn't talk about it.
So it says there's a common pattern on why this phenomenon has come to rise. Traditional pathways to masculine status, such as stable work, home ownership, and long-term partnerships, are delayed or feel out of reach. The body becomes the focus that you can control, a site on which to reclaim power and sculpt a new vision of modern manhood. So if your jaw looks right,
hey man, if it
you're
works,
a real man.
Just walk up to her and ask her to dance, man.
Here's what I'm going to start
walk
doing.
up to her and ask her to dance.
If somebody tries to say they Looksmax, I'm just going to punch them in the face.
I'm going to looks men. I'm
yeah.
just letting things go.
That's the way I look.
I'm a looks minimizer. It's all out there. I'm just letting it go.
I'm already hot. Look at this.
Look at this.
See our cover photo?
You know how long
Look
it
at this, Vic.
You know how long it took to put this together? You think this happened overnight? This took 60 years of hard work and purposeful asymmetry.
I look like them pro wrestlers that they're going to be on ESPN this weekend. I look like Randy Orton.
Right after the match.
Yeah.
I don't even. Is he old?
I don't. I mean, he is old, but he looks a lot better than I look. I can tell you that much. If he's old, he looks maxes. If he's old,
we need the old school wrestlers that were
like
big fat,
like Dusty
masters,
Rhodes,
just big fat dudes and
like
little
Kabuki.
tiny. Yeah, we need
the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I'm fat. I got a speech impediment. I still whoop your ass, Ric Flair.
I like Roddy Piper.
Just put on a weird. Over one shoulder singlet.
Hillbilly Jim.
And just grab a big poster.
The big old overall.
Come stumbling in. I don't need all this grease stuff.
Those were the good old days, man.
Stuff.
The good old days. Masculinity, Andre the Giant was a real man.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Go watch a documentary about him if you want.
He was a giant.
Yeah,
man.
you want to Looksmax? Coward. You think Andre the Giant did jaw exercises? No.
No.
I feel like I just got dumber.
Well, yeah, you did. You're welcome.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We just cleared one of our trouble spots on 281 southbound Winding Way. That wreck is cleared. Now 281 northbound Borgville, we're getting reports that this is a rollover accident. Got the left lane and left shoulder blocked for now. Stop and go from Stone Oak Parkway. 1604 northbound before New Gilbo. This wreck in the right lane. That's a 25-30 minute delay. Stop and go from Petranco. On 151 westbound at Petranco, get reports of some debris in the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. With 10 extravagant items for $3 or less, Taco Bell's new Luxe Value menu is starting to feel utterly fancy, especially with its new chocolate fudge and caramel empanadas. Enjoy. Just don't let the Luxe go to your head. Price and participation varies for a limited time. Tax extra.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in Chile. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people, by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Ownwell has saved us over $2,000 in 2 years. Trying to protest your taxes on your own. It can drive somebody mad. Get onto Ownwell, create an account, input information about your house. They do everything for you, and it's amazing.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Plus, Ownwell handles everything from paperwork to negotiations and even attending hearings on your behalf. Ownwell saves you time and money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text HOME to 64,000. Text HOME to 64,000. That's HOME to 64,000.
Join us for San Antonio's most elevated fiesta event, Taste of the Northside, presented by HEB, on Thursday, April 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Rocket La Cantera. Enjoy tastings from over 50 local restaurants, plus premier wine, cocktails, cold beers, and live entertainment for one all-inclusive price. All proceeds benefit Brighton Center, serving children with disabilities and developmental delays in San Antonio. Tickets can be purchased at tasteofthenorthside.org. Viva Fiesta!
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA play-ins continue last night. The Philadelphia 76ers, they punched their ticket. Their reward, they get the Boston Celtics on Sunday. On the other side of the bracket, the Phoenix Suns are going to be playing tomorrow night against the, who we got tomorrow night, AJ? The Warriors with a big win. Thanks, Steph.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-oh! 9 o'clock on the Morning Huddle. Welcome in, everybody.
We're downhill, baby. It's almost the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's going to be a blasty. It's finally Friday. You know the songs.
We don't have any basketball tonight.
No.
No?
Off
Of
night.
any sort.
Off night for the association.
So we're going to
Nothing.
watch all the boycotted Netflix and everything?
It might be time to
Now's your time.
Now's the time.
The one night.
Now's your chance. The Golden State Warriors knock off the LA Clippers and set up a matchup between the Warriors and the Suns tomorrow. We'll get into that in depth tomorrow. In the Eastern Conference, you've got the Charlotte Hornets, who won the other day, and they will now play the Philadelphia 76ers. That is for the 8th spot in the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs.
So they call this the play-in specifically. You have to. It's like trademark. This is the play-in, and the NBA has
Excuse me, they'll play the Magic, not the Sixers. Sixers are in.
Yeah. And they want us to say play-in because it's not the playoffs.
Correct. It's to decide who the last two playoff teams are.
Well, I think part of this is once the playoffs begin, doesn't the NBA pay a standard salary to everybody.
Yes.
And then, but during the play-in, the teams are still paying a one-game salary check for every game that they play until they make the playoffs.
Yes.
Right? So do you think that's why there's the play-in and we don't just call this the playoffs so the league makes these guys so they get to pay their players
I think so.
out of one checkbook instead of the league checkbook?
I believe so. Yep.
It's always about money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but hey, man, it's
playoffs to me. What I'm getting at is we keep calling this play-in, but the mentality, the actions, the activity is at 100%. This is playoffs.
Yeah. Especially now because it's one team wins and their season continues, the other team loses, and
well, I mean, we saw the
home.
Clippers wave goodbye, and we saw Miami wave goodbye.
Yeah. So and somebody's going to say goodbye. Two more teams are going to be gone tomorrow. So, but I think it also means like you didn't make the playoffs, thus you're in the lottery.
Right, you get all that.
So there is like it goes both ways. You're either in the playoffs or you're in the lottery, depending on what happens.
It has made itself. The matchups are phenomenal. They're not great teams, but they're great games, and everyone so far you had to be watching to the last 3 minutes, or you weren't sure how it was going to end.
So the Warriors, do you have a vibe first? Do you have Magic Charlotte? Do you have a vibe?
I don't. I just know that the Magic, my gosh, this is an existential moment for them. If they lose this game, head coach is certainly fired.
Yeah.
The deal, Desmond Bane, at least for 3.5 quarters, it paid off for him. He had a heck of a game for Orlando. I mean, he played well, but you got he and Blanchero and this whole thing and Wagner and all this. It's a failed experiment if they don't, because if they're out again like they were last year, 2 years in a row out like this. No, you can't do this. This was a year ago a team with a bright future. We thought, oh my goodness, they finally figured it out. The good news is the team they're playing is now the new Orlando Magic. If they beat them like I expect them to, Charlotte will be the team of hey, they're doing it right, and we expect 10 more games next year, and they should be a playoff, not just a play-in team.
I like Charlotte's roster a lot.
Yes.
I really do. I think they've got something. We saw this Magic team play the Spurs. You and I went and saw them live, and it's just kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like they don't live up to they're not as good as their talent on paper says they should be.
They have reasons and excuses. Lots of injuries this year, but the fact of the matter is, you like you said, there is too much talent on this team to be fighting for the last play-in spot.
Yeah.
You just shouldn't be there for a lot of different reasons. And if the first and foremost reason will be the coach, he will be fired.
Yeah.
So he's coaching for his job tomorrow night.
Yep. What about the Dubs and the Suns? It's hard to put in, you can look at the matchups these two teams have played this season, but they don't really matter because the Warriors right now are a totally different team than they were for most of this season with Steph. These are two teams who, remember, the Suns kind of expected to have a down year. I don't know that they even thought they'd be, in the playoff discussion after they traded KD. Meanwhile, the Warriors probably had higher hopes than this, but obviously injuries have been in their way.
What's that Toby Keith song? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm good one time as I ever was. That was it. Can Golden State be what they once were one more time?
I know for a fact that the Thunder would much rather see Phoenix than Golden State.
Everybody would rather see Phoenix than Golden State. Just because
if you have aspirations to win a title, you'd rather Steph Curry not be in the playoffs. Like, it'd just be a lot easier if he was sitting on his couch.
There was a sense of inevitability last night when he had the ball in his hand, like, oh, crap, he's going to beat us. If you're a Clipper fan, you just kind of felt, oh, here we go. They're going to beat us, and they did.
Yeah, I feel like Phoenix is probably the better roster on paper, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Warriors right now are just the hot team, and what they did in the second half, quite frankly, the Suns don't have someone that can just that can stop Steph.
No,
I don't
they
think
don't.
so.
And on the other side, Draymond can't play that kind of defense for 4 quarters, but he can for 10 minutes.
Yes.
And if Booker suddenly gets hot, you know what? You're just going to sick that dog on him. And there's nobody else on that team that I'm afraid of.
No, I'm not either.
Jalen Green he had a heck of a game the other night, but he doesn't scare me by any stretch. So it's a scary proposition to have an old team that knows what to do, knows how to do it, and finally found the energy to go get it done. I don't want to play them, especially in a one-off game. I get them for a couple of games. I can wear them down, but in a one-off, man, all bets are off.
Yeah. You were talking about and we'll get more into these. I guess we'll get into more of these series starting tomorrow. But you had said the Knicks are like of the favorites of the top 4 seeds on either side. The Knicks are the team you're worried for.
You better look out. Atlanta has nothing to lose, and they're good at positions where the Knicks aren't.
Yeah. I first of all, I don't trust the Knicks. Like, I don't believe in the Knicks, so it's easy for me to say that's probably the upset I would look for. I still, even though all the odds are against the Lakers, it wouldn't shock me if they found a way to beat the Rockets.
Purple and gold gremlin that you just think might happen because it's the Lakers, and you know they're going to get the benefit of the doubt. They're going to get the benefit of the call because LeBron's still running around out there. It's still, while we look at them as a team without Luka, LeBron is still there and fully capable of another one of those. Maybe not as I once was, but one time,
yeah,
I'm as good as I ever was. So this might be that kind of game. I doubt it.
Yeah,
I think all Houston has to do is stay close eventually. Or eventually, I think the LA will wear down. Although Houston has a terrible closeout record this year.
They do.
So, I mean,
And that
maybe
makes
it's the
me
other way
nervous.
around. The Lakers just need to stay close and wait for the Rockets to collapse because they just don't have point guard leadership. So maybe there's a fighter's chance. I'll tell you what. You want to talk about a coach getting fired?
Oh, yeah.
If
yeah,
Ime
yeah.
Udoka loses to the Lakers after this season, yikes.
What about the Celtics? You feel like the 76ers are live?
No. I think the 76ers think they're live. And I think if they get an Embiid for a couple of 3 games, which is a big question, they'll be viable. But no, this is don't take away too much from that game the other night. Although having Paul George back is definitely a difference maker.
And if they can get Embiid, I do think suddenly it's a real series. I believe.
Maybe I'd like to think so because I'm not a huge fan of the way that the way Boston is going to have to win this thing. Because Jaylen Brown's going to have to share some responsibility that I'm not sure he's comfortable doing when the games get big. But I don't think they're going to have much problem with it.
You think the Magic or the Hornets either have any chance against the Pistons?
No.
Okay.
Even without Cade, they
yeah.
wouldn't have.
I think the first round is kind of meh, but I think we're setting things up for an awesome round 2 of the playoffs.
We want it just like we saw the tournament. We want early fun, but then we want chalked so we get the best at the end.
Pretty much, man. I want it to be the.
But there's an upset coming, man.
I want Cavs Pistons. I want. I kind of want Celtics Knicks. I certainly want Spurs Nuggets. I'm aching for that matchup. So
and that either way won't be an upset. Either way,
no. I don't think.
I do think there's an upset floating around out there, and it could be the Sixers in Boston. Could be.
Yeah.
My money is the Knicks. And, again, this would both be considered an upset, obviously, if you're asking me who I think is going to win. I think it's going to be the Knicks. But if it was to happen amongst all of them, I like the way Atlanta's been playing.
I like Atlanta as an upset pick. I also, like I said, I like the Lakers, mostly because I just think the odds for them to be the home team and being that disrespected just feels off to me.
You're right.
And there's also, like, if Luka shows up in Game 3, all bets are off. Like, I don't know what's happening now.
They are. That's terrifying. They got to get that far. Though.
Sure.
But I think if they manage to do it, it will be considered one of the bigger upsets, and it'll be one of the bigger achievements of LeBron's career. It really will be for him to be able to lift that team. And if they can keep it close, I just can't
it's
imagine.
Kind of like Steph. Like no one wants to count out Steph. Do you really want to count out LeBron? Like,
Well,
I kind of don't.
I just feel like he's so alone. So somebody's going to have to step up and be a superstar.
Rui Hachimura.
It might be him, man. And he does have the skill set. I just feel like this is all about Houston.
Yeah.
And no matter if they lose, I would blame Houston more than I would give LeBron credit. And that probably would be the wrong way to go about it, but that's how I would look at it.
SA Texan says, I don't understand why everyone's sleeping on Golden State. Steph going to Steph. Well, that's why I said I'm sure. I think Oklahoma City would much rather see Phoenix, but also Oklahoma. Like, if there's any team built to stop Steph Curry, it's the team that's got Lou Dort and Alex Caruso, who can just basically take him away and make someone else beat them. And the Warriors don't really have someone else to beat them. And the Warriors also don't have – I don't think the Warriors have an answer for Shea, because if they do try to use Draymond on Shea, which I don't think they can, it just leaves Jalen Williams open to dominate them. And the
Did
Thunder are
see
too much for
the Warriors lineup. Guy Guy Santos.
He actually played well.
Yeah, yes, but I'm just saying that's an outlier. I don't expect Guy Santos to play a huge role moving down the road. And L.J. Cryer. I mean, come on. I mean, they just don't have enough dudes.
Brandon Pajimski.
Who, by the way, he's kind of a revelation.
He's not bad.
As far as what he does, but no. That lineup doesn't scare anybody. Now, Steph and Draymond scare people, but the rest, no Jimmy Butler, no, they don't scare me.
I like that Brandon Pajimski looks like Sideshow Bob
from
The Simpsons.
I think he's fostering that. He wears the headband to even kind of make it look better.
It makes me think he's evil on the inside. Like,
Dude,
Sideshow Bob is evil.
Although he should have made that layup last night, but that's another story.
Yeah. Well, Sideshow Bob would have made the
He
layup.
would have easily.
Brandon Pajimski, not so much. All right. I got another 4-pack of Gunslingers tickets I want to give away for Saturday's game. That is 4 p.m. against the Vegas Nighthawks down at the Freeman Coliseum. Let's go with caller number 9, 210-656-3776. You are headed to the Gunslingers Vegas Nighthawks game on Saturday. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a couple of trouble spots. 1604 northbound before New Gilbo. That wreck still in the right lane. 15-minute delay slow from Petranco. And 410 northbound at Ingram. That wreck has been moved off of main lane, now off to the right shoulder. Also keep in mind this evening kicks off Fiesta. So expect delays in and around Frost Bank Center, also in and around the downtown area. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. New crispy chicken crunch wrap sliders at Taco Bell. With all white meat nuggets and your choice of creamy chipotle or jalapeno honey mustard inside. One's a snack, more's a meal. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time while supplies last.
Hornitos 100% agave tequila isn't for the few, but for the many. To pour with friends and friends of friends. For you, for me, for everyone. Hornitos, the tequila de todos.
100% agave tequila for 100% of tequila lovers. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol volume, 2026 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
Saturday, April 18th at 4 p.m., your San Antonio Gunslingers host the defending IFL champions, the Vegas Nighthawks. Partial season tickets, group packages, and individual seats are available now at sagunslingers.com. Grab your crew, bring the family, and let's pack the Freeman Coliseum. Guns up, San Antonio.
Hey, everybody, Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows, and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
1 week until the NFL draft. What are the latest mocks saying? We'll talk about it with John McClain at 5:15.
And we'll react to another round of play-in games in the NBA playoffs. The Blitz live from Novo Brewery at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Man, we're losing to these guys.
Yeah, my ass kicked here. This one was for Rob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orchestral maneuvers in the dark.
Shannon Elizabeth making a career move.
From what to what? OnlyFans to...
Shannon Elizabeth, who she is divorcing her husband, Simon Borchert. The divorce is fresh, and she is now freshly single. So as of yesterday, she had started her new OnlyFans.
I knew it. There it was.
Yep.
Does she have an apple pie right beside her?
She is 52 years old.
Oh, American Pie came out a long time ago, man.
That's surprising to me. She looks great.
Hanging
for
on
52.
well. Yes, sir.
But she says, I've spent my entire career working in Hollywood where other people controlled the narrative and the outcome of my career. This new chapter is about changing that, showing off a more sexy side no one has seen, and being closer to my fans.
Uh-huh.
She's looking forward to more interactions with her fans via the platform, reconnecting with them through appearances and reminding me just how much their support has meant to me throughout my career and how much I've missed that energy. And OnlyFans gives me an opportunity to offer something more, a behind-the-scenes, unfiltered look at my life and a genuine connection that no other platform allows.
Long story short is I couldn't get a gig.
Well,
this is all that's left. Lost my agent.
Yeah. I don't know what happens. I know that there are some people who are on OnlyFans but don't show boobies there.
They're not making any money.
I can't imagine that they do. I mean, I would think like you feel like you're ripped off.
That's called an Instagram page.
Yeah, yeah. But I guess like people get to, if you pay enough money, you can get on a direct DM with Shannon Elizabeth. I don't know who's like, who's trying to live their 19-year-old fantasy.
Who am I to say?
But yeah, Shannon Elizabeth now on OnlyFans.
She's from Waco.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be damned. Wonder you know what? She was
Bethlehem on the Brazos.
She was probably in high school around the time Minix was.
Well, yeah, he's a little south there in Coppers. No, I think he's a little bit older than that.
I bet at some point they came across each other. And
she's 52, yes. I bet they're about there.
Oh, yes.
Waco High.
Uh-huh. I wonder if Jason Minix and Shannon Elizabeth ever crossed paths, if you know what I'm saying.
Never know. Although I don't.
Actually, I do know.
I can pretty much guarantee.
Literally zero chance.
But Copper's Cove and Waco, they were arch enemies. It would have been like a Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I know. It would have been terrible. Catherine Bach.
Another from the Where Are They Now file.
Another one who is 72 and still looks pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie.
She doesn't have an OnlyFans, does she?
No. But she is doing well. There were people who had said that she was in dire straits from a health standpoint. And that was back in October. She was hospitalized for an embolism. There were people who thought she was going to die. Alas, she is not only healthy now, but she is looking good.
I'm looking at her recent news brief. She had a little presser because of that. She is so sorry she's going to have to cancel her appearance at Cooters this weekend.
Oh, she's not going to be at Cooters?
Not going to make it out to Cooters.
What? Oh, no. Well, that's too bad. I was really hoping to see her at Cooters. But yeah, Catherine, like the crazy thing is Catherine Bach still looks fantastic.
Country living.
Now, so yesterday we talked about, was it yesterday we talked about Ruby Rose and Katy Perry?
It was, I think, the day before.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Katy rubbing her vajayjay all over people.
Yes. Well, Anna Kendrick has now come out. Anna Kendrick, who's very cute, very adorable.
She's little.
She is. I don't know if I find Anna Kendrick sexy, but she's very cute.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. She's just so tiny. She's what, 4'1", something like that?
Is she that little?
Yeah, she's very tiny. She wears a size 4.
I don't find her attractive.
I mean, I don't.
I do.
Do you find her ugly?
No, she's just there.
Right. She's in the middle.
She's perky.
She's like Mina Kimes. I think Mina Kimes is very cute. I don't know, like if I saw Mina Kimes, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, she's hot.
No, I think they're in the same boat. They're certainly not unattractive, but I don't. Oh, she's not on a poster on my wall by any stretch. It's not like Anna Kendrick.
Well, now, Anna Kendrick has come out and said that she might believe Ruby Rose because Katy Perry's also inappropriately touched her. Katie's very handsy.
She's a hugger.
During a 2014 appearance on Conan O'Brien's talk show A Simple Favor, she was in when she was promoting her movie A Simple Favor. She appeared on Conan O'Brien and recalled a weird encounter with Katy Perry. She says, Katy Perry finger banged my cleavage.
Okay.
She said that she was very aggressive with her, inappropriately touched her cleavage, and she says it was a weird night. Now, when O'Brien says if Katy Perry just does that, like she said, if nobody had done it, I would have been a little sad, she said. But so she at the time said like it was okay, like she wasn't upset about it or anything. She said, I've met her before. She's aggressive. I like it. So, I mean, now, again, this was in a different time. When it was more acceptable for women to inappropriate, like, remember there was a time where women were allowed to like touch each other's boobs in public and be like, oh, your boobs look great. Yeah.
Diana Ross did that to, what's her name?
Just puffed him up a little bit. Yeah,
yeah. A little pat.
Yeah, then that was okay. Yeah. But now that there are people, like once someone rubs their vagina on your face and you throw up on them.
It's hard to forget that.
Now it's like, okay, maybe this isn't great. But we are still getting a denial from Katy Perry about this, at least as of today. Katy Perry still fully denying, although Ruby Rose still says, hey, if you say I'm lying, go ahead and file a lawsuit. Let's get this thing in the courts. Let's play this game.
Sure.
Still hadn't happened.
And Katie's dating the former premier of Canada, right? Pierre Trudeau?
Yeah, Trudeau.
Or
Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah. And after denying the claims, she shared a cryptic message on her Instagram stories on Tuesday. She says, I love you, underneath an image of her 2013 hit By the Grace of God. And the lyrics focus on survival and recovery.
Just don't let your kids near Katy Perry.
I would not.
Just learn your lesson.
I think I would make sure you keep them away. Finally, Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Says that their sex life is...
Yeehaw!
No, it's not as good as you would think
it.
Because Jelly Roll's lost 300 pounds on the Ozemp.
So he's got a bunch of stuff flapping around.
Oh, he's got that, but also like it's
Yeah, it
she's
don't
like,
work no more.
Things don't work the same because
that's what Ozempic did to me.
Yeah, your libido drops as your your desires for food and things like that drop. So does your libido apparently. So Jelly Roll apparently not giving it to old Bunny like she's used to getting.
I know that next record's not going to be nearly as nice.
I
It's gonna be
know.
one angry record.
I know, but he looks so good.
So he's So she came out and said that, did she?
Yes, yeah. And one last bit. Lena Dunham, who we talked about we talked about her on Monday when you were gone.
Lena Dunham, I know who she is.
She's from Girls. Yeah. I was talking because we were talking about Sydney Sweeney and how everybody's upset about Sydney Sweeney and on Euphoria. But Lena Dunham, no one got mad at her. Like when unattractive women, like traditionally unattractive women, get naked on television, everybody says it's brave and powerful. And then when hot chicks do it, they're like, "Oh, it's slutty and gross." And it's such a double standard these poor, pretty women are having to deal with. But Lena Dunham reveals in her new book that she cheated on Jack Antonoff with her school crush, like her old boyfriend from school days.
Well, maybe that was her one cheat day.
I don't think so.
Did he know that until she said it?
She says they were not in a good place in their relationship after she got a hysterectomy. She was quickly becoming more dependent on medication, and during the low point in their relationship, she reached out to a man named Nick, who she describes as her former middle school boyfriend that she'd kept in touch with over the years. And they got together, and she said she wanted Nick to cheer her up after surgery. They met up, and she asked him to sleep with her. In the cab, we hugged again, and she said, "I've been through something awful. I don't want to talk about it, but I need you to bleep me. And I need you to do all the work." And then they had sex, and she felt a euphoria that in recent months only intravenous medication had provided.
Good for him. Or her. And her.
Well, she says it wasn't a sexual pleasure really, but I had complete thoughts for the first time in months. They sounded something like this. "I'm an adulteress. I am a C word. My intestines are where my womb should go, but look at this. I am alive." So, and then she recalls sobbing while telling him over breakfast that they weren't making each other happy anymore, and that was the time when she realized they needed to break up. And
I know way too much about her.
I would be very upset if Lena Dunham cheated on me. If it'd be one thing if Sydney Sweeney cheated on you.
She's awfully cavalier.
But if Lena Dunham did it, that's a tough pill to swallow. Tough pill to swallow.
How's she looking lately?
Yeah. Here's the most recent.
Yeah, I've seen it just now.
Yeah, I think it. Hey, who am I to judge?
Enjoys carbohydrates.
Vic would love it. All right, we got 30 minutes left in our program, friends. 30 minutes. That's all.
That's it.
We're gonna stuff it full like a Thanksgiving goose.
Goose or turducken?
Yeah, turducken. A gooturducken.
I don't eat no goose.
Oh, I'll stuff the goose.
You go stuff Lena Dunham.
If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I want to talk to you about pain. Do you have anything that's keeping you out of life? So many of us wake up every day and take some kind of pill to hide the pain for something that just won't let us go. If that's you, stop. There's a fix out there. It's called Arosty. Arosty providers are all around San Antonio, very close. They're open new ones all the time because they are so successful at helping people just like you get out of long-term pain that just won't let them get in the game. So if you're dealing with a soft tissue injury, a sprain or a strain, or you got a frozen shoulder or hip, or you're dealing with those bad back issues, those lower back twinges and the seizing up that so many of us deal with, Arosty can fix you and fix you fast. You know, what they do is what makes them so successful. It's a hands-on approach. They're going to find out why you're in pain. They're going to go and do the investigation. They're going to give you a full evaluation and find out where the problem is and get you fixed. I'm living proof. I walked in the door with lower back issues that I've been dealing with for years. 4 visits later, I'm back in the game and know how to get myself back again. I want that for you. Call them today. The number's 1-800-404-6050. The website is Arosty.com. Listen, don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Arosty. They're going to fix you. When they do, come on by and thank me later.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The Gomez Law Firm has been helping injured victims in car and trucking accidents for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. Jose, if someone finds themselves faced with the stress of an accident, what next?
Well, the first thing they should do is pick up the phone, call the Gomez Law Firm, or Google joegomezlaw.com.
The Gomez Law Firm is the leader in personal injury law. If you have been in an accident, you need a firm that will fight for you and your family's rights.
We do ride-sharing cases. We do 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years.
The Gomez Law Firm fights for you against the big insurance companies and wins. Tell us about some other cases you represent.
Really, anything that involves a personal injury and a third party that is responsible for causing that injury, we will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have found yourself faced with a personal injury matter, if you've been in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then it's important to call the Gomez Law Firm today. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Interesting news from the golf world is the LIV Tour dead. According to the Financial Times of London, they've reported that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund is on the verge of cutting its support to the LIV Golf Tour. An announcement regarding Saudi involvement, or the lack thereof, could come as soon as today. In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers, well, they fell to the A's 6-5. Jalen Beeks takes the L.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, I can't wait for Becky Lynch and AJ Lee at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When is this thing?
I think that's Seth Rollins.
That is Seth Rollins.
I know him.
I interviewed him at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've interviewed him before too. I don't remember where.
I interviewed him and Roman Reigns about 2 years ago.
Oh man, how cool!
Wrestlers are different now. They are. They're not the same type.
No.
I like the fat dudes that drink beer.
I don't like normal size.
These
wrestlers.
guys are looks maxing.
I know they are. You were mentioning during your SportsCenter update the speculation that LIV may go away amid the reports that Saudi's public investment fund might pull the plug on their funding. Scott O'Neill said yesterday the season will go on as planned, uninterrupted and at full throttle.
Which means I have no idea what's happening next.
Now, Now, the email didn't address reports that the public investment fund might stop investing after spending more than $5 billion since its inception, or whether the league will continue competition beyond the season. He says, I want to be crystal clear. Our season continues exactly as planned, uninterrupted at full throttle. While the media landscape is often filled with speculation, our reality is defined by the work we do on the grass. We are heading into the heart of our 2026 schedule with the full energy of an organization that is bigger, louder, and more influential than ever before.
That won't take much.
They'll be playing at Club de Golf Chapultepec in Mexico City.
Chapultepec?
Chapultepec? I don't know. Yeah. First tournament in the U.S. is scheduled for May 7th through the 10th at Trump National Golf Club in Sterling, Virginia. And he says, the life of a startup movement is often defined by these moments of pressure. We signed up for this because we believe in disrupting the status quo. We have faced headwinds since the jump. We've answered every time with resilience and grace. Now we answer by doing what we do best, putting on the most compelling show in sports. Oh, yes, very compelling.
Compelling.
I feel like I need to watch it every...
if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, did it make a sound?
But as of now, they still have John Rahm and Bryson and Cam Smith.
Yeah, they got some golfers.
They got golfers.
Although Sergio, did you see him at the Masters meltdown and they beat the tee box up? So
yeah.
I don't think he's going to be allowed back.
I don't know either, yeah. Not a great look. Speaking of golf, Tiger, our guy.
Yeah, now comes the legal
yes.
maneuvering.
Tiger Woods' attorney is attempting to block subpoenas for his prescription drug records from a pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
In a response to the state's motion for a subpoena, his attorney wrote that Woods has a constitutional right to privacy interests in his prescription records and requested a hearing to determine whether prosecutors should be allowed to obtain those records.
I think you're going to lose this one.
This right is admittedly not absolute should the state show the relevance of the records to his criminal investigation and thus warrant intrusion into Mr. Woods' privacy.
They might limit to how far back they can go, but they're certainly going to check the most recent prescriptions.
The records shall not be disclosed to any third party.
It's a HIPAA rule. It's that HIPAA violation, but they are going to, the DAs are going to have access to it. They're going to know exactly what pills he got and where he got them from.
They would only be,
and how many?
They would only be viewed by the state, its law enforcement officers, any state experts, and the defense. That's the only people who
and
would
that's
get
what's going to happen. That's going to happen. There's no way they're going to be able to block that. Now, they might keep him from going back more than about a month. Like, what's his most recent stuff? But
they're just going to delay when they know. That's all.
Tiger's already someplace overseas, right? And he already checked himself into a 5-star rehab resort somewhere in the Caribbean.
I just like those AI memes of him driving on
pulling
the course.
Up at his golf course.
It just crashes. It's like, there's Tiger.
There was a bunch of them, man. There was a bunch of them.
Classic.
I saw one, but after Sergio tore up the tee box, it was like, what happened to the tee box? They showed Tiger running his SUV through it. It wasn't Sergio. That was a divot
over him.
That was a divot that Sergio or that Tiger made with his Escalade or whatever the hell he was driving, a Range Rover. Yeah. So that sucks that he's like, but it's probably going to come out.
Oh yeah.
Them's the breaks, though. I guess. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I still don't understand. Like, if I had the kind of money Tiger had, I would never drive anywhere.
Right. Get a driver, dude.
Like,
right?
Howard Stern, for like the last 20 years, has not driven a car. Like,
he doesn't have to.
I don't want to give up driving, but I also know if I've popped a couple of Vikes, just give me a ride home, man.
Like, if you know you're going out to have a good time, just it's not that hard to set up.
It's also a lot more fun.
I
just don't get why you're so what on earth are you doing by yourself that you can't come up with enough money to buy silence? If you're that worried that your private life comes out, you can buy that silence. There's NDAs you can have them sign. You can be you can be totally protected. It'll never come out, and if it does, they're going to go broke doing it. So I don't understand, what exactly are you doing that you're so worried that people are going to see, that you would sacrifice your freedom and your public persona for?
I don't know. But he clearly there's something that he...
Did Augusta remove his membership?
Oh,
no, please.
No, okay. Well, then it don't matter.
No. Tiger is
he's Tiger.
Well,
he's Tiger.
Yeah.
The Masters has had their fair share of negative precedent. Remember that
Oh,
dude?
sure.
They had the
Yeah.
guy that was the president of the Masters Club killed himself on the course back.
Good
When
Lord.
back in the late 70s, early
I was
80s.
saying, I don't remember
Dude
this.
offed himself on the course.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, all right.
No, anything for a jacket.
So there's some history.
I don't. Did they bury him in his jacket?
I
don't
hope
know.
they did. I hope he's on Amen Corner.
Yes.
Did they bury him on the course so they can avoid taxes?
Yeah, probably. Apparently the Raiders are getting calls about the number 1 pick. They're still expected to keep that pick, but calls have come in. John Spytek, who's the GM, says we've gotten a few calls. Those teams know where they stand, which I think is him basically saying,
I want more.
Yeah. But he says if there's a player that stands out that we feel it's not worth losing, it's not worth even picking up the phone, then we'll just make the pick. But if it's a player that we're not as excited about, or there's a group of players that we would love to pick from and we can get value for that, we're certainly open to listening to that.
The smart move would be to compile as many high draft picks as you can get.
I tend to agree.
But that's just not what you can do in this situation.
Mendoza, if he is picked, would be the 30th QB selected number 1 overall in the common draft era, which goes back to 1967. It would be the 4th straight year a quarterback is picked first, which would tie for the second longest streak in that era.
It's going to happen.
And, unless they feel great about Kirk Cousins.
Well, who doesn't feel great about Kirk Cousins?
I mean, yeah. The previous 6 quarterbacks who went number 1 all started in week 1 of their rookie season. The last one who didn't was Baker Mayfield in 2018. So Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray all got thrown to the Wolves.
Well, how long did it take Baker? Felt like he played a lot his rookie year.
I think it took a couple weeks. Yeah. But Spytek says, no, patience is a necessity when dealing with a young quarterback, even though he understands that challenge can be challenging to show in this league. It's a hard position to play. There's a lot to learn beyond throwing a football and being a good teammate. A lot of these guys live their entire life in the shotgun. They don't huddle. You really got to teach some of these guys how to run a huddle, how to break a huddle, how to get under center and call a cadence. We all understand there's not a ton of patience in the job that we chose here, but if you can find some level of patience and put people in positions when they're ready, that's the best way forward. And he says ultimately it's a meritocracy. It's just really hard to play really well at a young age, but we've seen plenty of quarterbacks do it recently. We added Kirk. We have Aiden. He's talking about Aiden O'Connell, and we'll see how it goes. I think they are really hopeful that they won't have to play him right away, but
we've had this discussion, and we all know the right thing to do.
Yeah,
everybody knows
Very
the
simple.
right thing. Just go sit him down and suffer. I mean, you've suffered before. You should be used to it, and build around him. Go the Pat Mahomes route. Just let him get there. But the financial constraints and the desires of your fandom and the desires of the league and TV and all the stuff that goes into it, these guys just got to play. It is just one of those good with the bad. And you'd like to think that we would figure out who they were fast and teams would fail fast. So you just nope, bad pick, move on. But only one team in recent memory has really just ripped the plug on an early draft pick. Now, it wasn't a number 1 overall, but it was that UCLA kid.
Josh Rosen
at
in Arizona.
Where they're
Yeah.
like, yep, nope, that's not
This
going
guy
to be
sucks.
it. But we're cutting. But most of the time, you get 2 years of grace because you got to a bad team and you get a lot of excuses. And the one question I have about him, the one question has nothing to do from the neck down. How much adversity has he had to deal with in his life? Because he's about to dive into more adversity on the field than he has ever had to deal with. Does he have the mental wherewithal to withstand and improve in that environment?
He also kind of strikes me as like a golly gee
kind
of guy.
So I'm a little worried about that. But you know what? Kirk Cousins is a golly gee kind of a guy.
Yeah, and Kirk Cousins is essentially a loser.
Well, he's a valuable commodity in the NFL and has survived and flourished being a golly gee dude. I'm not saying he's got the talent and been all that, but at least he's going to have a guy in the room with him that thinks about things the same way. And I do think that's why they went and got him.
I think it's hard for your team to buy into you if you come across too Mayberry.
If you're too goofy but if you can spin it, you can get away. You can be the goofiest kid around, but if you can go out there and spin it, you'll win people over.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll take a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo Shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I gotta go.
We got like 4 minutes left in the show. Vic's like, I gotta go to the restroom, man.
You're gonna have to, cross your legs, man.
I lasted almost the whole show.
You were in here matching your shoes to jerseys when you could have been peeing.
See, but I didn't have to pee when I was over there. That's what I'm saying, how rapid it comes.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, let's do the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, NBA, we got games tomorrow. They're off tonight. The Hornets and the Magic in Orlando. Charlotte minus 3.5.
I like that.
Boy, the market doesn't like Orlando. That Orlando being a home dog in this spot is a slap in the face, kind of.
There's no there.
And it kind of feels that way. The Golden State Warriors are in Phoenix tomorrow night. Suns 2.5-point favorites in that one.
That's stupid.
You think so?
Oh, man. I can't imagine that Golden State loses that game.
It would be surprising to me. I think I'd be surprised too. But also, they just played they kind of shot their wad on that one. That was a
yeah. Phoenix isn't terrible, but after that kind of game, Steph and Draymond are enough.
Yeah. Major League Baseball today. The Washington Nationals against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates minus 165. Giants are at the Reds. The Reds minus 130. The Royals are in Detroit. The Royals are minus 120. Angels at the Yankees. Max Fried going for the Yankees. They're minus 300 favorites. It's Patrick Corbin Day for the Blue Jays.
That day has changed its meaning.
Well, they're a dog today. They're an underdog against the Brewers. Brandon Sproat pitching for the Brewers. Brewers minus 125. No, Sproat.
Oh, okay.
Sproat. Tampa Bay Rays are in Chicago. The pitcher for Chicago, the White Sox, his name is Jordan Leisure. Leasure.
All this laying around leisure activities.
I'm a man of leisure. The Rays are minus 130. Jack Leiter, not Leisure, Leiter, goes for the Rangers. They're minus 120 against the River Cat Oakland Athletics of Sacramento. Jacob Lopez going for the A's. Shane Baz and the Orioles taking on the Guardians. The Guardians minus 125 favorites. Ryan Weiss pitching for the Astros today. He is a made-up person. I don't even know what that is.
They're riding a streak, baby.
They're taking on the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies go with Tomoyuki Sugano. The Astros minus 175 favorites with an AI pitcher on the mound. That doesn't seem right to me. And the Seattle Mariners. Luis Castillo going for the M's. Walker Buehler going for the Padres. The Mariners are minus 120 favorites. Today is also the last day of the regular season in the National Hockey League. We wrap it up today, friends. The Utah Mammoth hosting the St. Louis Blues. Blues minus 125. The Sharks are at the Jets. Jets minus 160. The once mighty Ducks of Anaheim are in Nashville taking on the Predators. That's a pick'em, minus 110 both ways. Canucks are at the Oilers. The Oilers minus 325. The Calgary Flames host the LA Kings. Kings minus 140 and the Avalanche minus 185.
Is there anything
favorites
at stake today?
Hosting the Kraken. There's some seeding stuff going on.
But there's no winning in, lose your out.
No, they did. The Knights found out their opponent for the playoffs. They're playing the Mammoth. Coming up next, they're playing the Mammoth in the playoffs, so they're ready to go.
It's like a little Subway series.
The Dallas Stars going to take on the Minnesota Wild.
That's ironic. Some symmetry to that.
The Carolina Hurricanes are taking on the Ottawa Senators. The Penguins taking on the Flyers, and the Lightning have the Canadiens. The Boston Bruins get the Buffalo Sabres.
Who's favored to win this thing?
I want to say, you know what? I'll tell you what the
seems like it's always Tampa.
The Avalanche 3-1 are the favorites. Carolina Hurricanes plus 475. Tampa Bay Lightning 5-1. Vegas Golden Knights 9-1. Dallas Stars 10-1.
Best playoffs in sports.
It is great, man. It is great. So hopefully, I find myself interested all the way through.
What's the Knights? What's his mascot? What's his name?
You talking about the Chance?
Chance.
The Gila Monster. That's what he is.
Chance the Gila Monster.
Yes, I might have to rep my hat when the playoffs get started. Knights won their division. No big deal. It's just same old.
They're that good.
The usual. All right, friends, that does it for us. The Blitz, starring Jason and Joe, will
They're
come
out
on
at the,
live from 2 to 6. They're at Nobu Brewing. They're over there in North Star Mart. Go
see 'em.
check them out. Have a brewski. Have some hard kombucha. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.